Wait, what happened? Why? How come it always does that?
From the voice.
Oh my god, it switched us too. It did it again.
What?
Like, remember how it...
Right. Aww.
What if we, like, switch it back?
So
Hang on, I'll have yours open.
go to studio mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, go to just chatting.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
it just switched. That's
Yeah.
weird.
So it's actually taking whichever one is active. Okay.
That is
So
weird.
here. Hang on. Let me
Bizarro.
take it off of studio mode. Okay. I'll put you first, and then I'll put me. Aha! There it is. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, like a Freaky Friday moment.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ugh. We have to summon Nitori through seance.
Wow.
Nitori, please come back to me.
You have to say my name over and over.
In the mirror, in the dark.
Yeah. Like a Phasmophobia.
That'd be
right?
awesome. Wait, do they actually do that in Phasmophobia?
Yeah, like you have to say their name and then they'll appear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. That's unusual. That's weird. Yeah. We had to Ouija board her. Yeah. So does that mean that in order for me to, okay, I think that means that when I go to the next screen, I probably have to also do the same thing, huh?
Make sure I'm first.
You make sure you're in focus, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, hello, Boston Nitori. What's up? How's everybody doing?
Hello.
We're playing Fatal 12 again tonight. We're having Yuri Friday, the best fucking day of the week. Wait, shit, I didn't. Oh,
You can't
actually, no,
swear
it's
on
okay.
YouTube.
It's not the first 30 seconds anymore. It's fine.
Is that how they just said?
Yes, it is how the first. Do you
okay.
swear in the first 30 seconds? It says.
Well, I don't swear in any 30 seconds.
You do if it's called for by the
true.
script. Yes.
Unless I'm acting, yeah.
Yes. Fatal 12. Yuri Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Spooky dookie. Spooky dookie. Acting. Yep, acting.
Yeah.
So what happened last time? Do you remember what happened last time?
Well, there is an in-game summary, right?
You're right. Okay, we could just jump right into
tell
it
us
then.
exactly what happened. So I
Mm.
don't have to know. Although I do remember, like, he got stabbed because he was trying to fight the ninja person inside their own home.
Right.
Something else? I don't know. I think that's most of what happened.
Yeah. I guess someone might get divine selected. Federico got beaten up by a child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He got kicked in the nuts.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite part.
Mafia Man got his balls deflated. Yes, he did. Oh, Daigo, you're starting early tonight, aren't you? Yes. Okay, so after school, make my way back to the district where Shigetsugu lives. Okay, that was where we stopped last
Making
time.
my way back to the district where she's
Making my way back there, gonna go get Shigetsugu. Summary. This is probably as far as we got, right? Yeah, this is the part that we got.
And then we watched the Olympics.
Yes, we did. Oh my god. Okay, so but to be fair, the Olympics were amazing. All of them. Like,
wasn't that
that was like the volleyball finals.
Oh
Wait,
my god.
Was it volleyball finals? Or was it
Was there something else?
boxing?
I think
Boxing, volleyball.
No, I think it happened to land during the volleyball finals.
I think you're right, because boxing was after volleyball,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they happened at the same time. Yes, so it was volleyball finals, and that was great. Okay,
So good.
Yeah,
So anime.
it was very anime. And ninjas attacked, and a bunch of boxers showed up to fight. Yes, that's right. Got neutered. Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, no, that was a week before. Ellen got McDonald's. Oh, that was the week before. Hello. My pronouns are Ellen/Ellen. Hello, Daigo. You wishing me a happy advance birthday? How'd you know it's my birthday tomorrow? Oh, happy birthday tomorrow.
Yay, happy
Aw.
birthday.
If we're not streaming, then I will say happy birthday now so that we don't forget for tomorrow.
Happy advance birthday.
Happy and Game Boy Advance birthday. Wait, when did the Game Boy Advance release? Now it's trivia time. Game Boy Advance release date. February 14, 2003. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that was the Game Boy Advance SP. What about the original one? Original one.
Game Boy Advance.
June 11, 2001. Wow.
Wow.
This is a really bright screen. Oh my gosh. I like we both ended up midday napping, or I guess early evening napping.
Mid 6 p.m. nap.
6 p.m. nap. And then I was just like, all right, we'll set an alarm for an hour from now, then we'll get up at 7 and then we'll stream. Yeah, and then 7 o'clock rolled around. Actually, I set it for 7:30 because I was like, I can get ready in half an hour.
Yeah.
And then the alarm went off, and I was just like, Alexa, cancel alarm, and then I went back to sleep. So I shouldn't allow myself to set voice-activated alarms because apparently I'll just yell at it to turn off and go back to sleep.
There are those alarms. You know the alarms for the phone where like you can set it to snooze.
Yeah.
And then I have this app on my phone where you have to solve a puzzle.
Oh my god.
To turn off the alarm.
That sucks. Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. So
how hard is the puzzle?
That's usually pretty easy. Like connect the dots or like slide around blocks or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But it's enough that you're engaged for long enough that you wake up. At least that's the theory. So you don't, because it's tempting to just like wake up, hit turn off, and then go back to sleep.
Yes, it is. Oh, right, totally. So, what I used to do, I think I told this story on stream once before, but I used to have a really loud, obnoxious Kiro Barros from Cardcaptor Sakura alarm clock that used to play The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
It was like, wake up, wake up. Wake up. So it would do that very loudly. It was like just like a jarring wake up thing where like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up because it's so loud. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Stop telling me to wake up.
Yeah. So I used to have a loft bed when I was a kid, or I guess not a kid. I guess I was a teenager because I was like, oh, I'm going to maximize the size of my bedroom by getting a loft bed and putting the what's it called? Like putting my desk underneath it. So
Smart,
that, yeah. And so I used to put that alarm clock on the desk underneath my bed. So I'd have to get out of bed, go down the ladder, and then turn off the alarm.
Wow.
And by that point,
you're awake.
And then by that point, I've gone through 2 wake up. You know what I mean? So I've like, I'm awake at that point, and it forced me to get up really early for school.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm such a heavy sleeper. I just like, I can sleep through so many things. I can sleep on any kind of transportation. I can sleep on like, I don't know. I can sleep on desks. I could sleep like in university. I could definitely sleep in like the hallways if I needed to. You know what I mean? I feel like university is just like homelessness where you can also learn. You know what I mean? Because okay, so the reason why people slept in my campus was because it was a commuter school. Like people didn't typically live on residence or they didn't like live in dorms. That's not a common
you're stuck
thing.
on campus for like 10 hours.
Yeah, so for me it would be like
nap.
I'd wake up, I'd go to class for 8:30 in the morning. It would be like 8:30 to 11:30. I'd eat lunch, and then it's like, oh, my next class is at 5:30. Which I go home, take an hour and a half to go home, and then an hour and a half to come back. By the time I come back, it's like, oh no, I might as well just stay on campus and like, I don't know, use the computer, play some StarCraft or something like that.
They have StarCraft on the computer?
No, I brought my laptop.
Oh.
And then it's not like old times when it's not like I didn't have a laptop. I'm not that old. And then and then I'd like wait until 5:30 and then go to my 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. class or something like that. Yeah. Like school was a time. Anyway, I have a mashup song called Comp and the Ergies menu sound. Oh. I used to have my old alarm across alarm across the room, but it stopped being enough. Stopped being enough. So what? You would just like go over or you sleep through it.
I see.
It's either you sleep through it or you go over there and then you turn it off and then you just sleep as you turned it off.
Just like fall asleep. My
friend uses heavy metal music or loud emergency sirens. Oh, That's rough though. Like,
I don't like the emergency siren one.
Yeah.
Then you just feel like you're panicking at that point.
Yeah. It's like such a negative experience to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dread doing that. Makes me dread going to sleep because then I know that when I wake up next, it will be an unpleasant experience. So I have this app on my phone that wakes you up in your it has a half-hour window where it will detect when you're in your lightest sleep cycle, and then or lightest part of your sleep cycle, and then it will play like a gentle like da 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 da. It's not actually that. I can't remember what the song I picked actually is. Like you've heard it before. You've heard my alarm.
Yeah. What is the song? How's it go?
I can't remember it now, but let me look it up. Like sleep cycle music. Sleep cycle.
I think it's just music to help you sleep.
Sleep cycle alarm sound. Oh wow.
It's probably not something they post.
Probably not. But I bet if I heard it. What's this?
Nope.
Nope, not that one. I could just play it at some point, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Oh my god, Sky, absolutely. Wait, my alarm is dog barks? No.
Aw, I mean, Daigo does wake us up with his pawing at the door.
Oh yeah, okay,
Sometimes.
so the things that wake me up, well, the things that make me aware again is Daigo getting up and shaking. The second
shakies.
one is him jumping off of the bed and landing on the soft little cushion thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh god, he's down. And then I hear the like, I'm like, maybe he'll just jump back up. And so I'm still have my eyes closed. And then he like scratches at the door.
And they're like,
and then I'm like,
he's
okay,
up.
now I gotta get up.
Yeah.
That wakes us up. Yeah.
Is it a secret?
It's not really a secret, I guess. But it's
anymore.
like, but it's embarrassing. But my alarm clock is my mom and the sun. Oh, your mom wakes you up? That's cute.
No.
Mm-hmm. My mom used to wake me up in a very rude way. She used to just like take the blankets and just take the blankets off. And then it was like, it's like really cold in Canada sometimes, so like it's like the morning cold.
Oh my
It's
God,
like, I'm like, I hate it. But your alarm is one of those variations of William Tell Overton, or is it the other one? Ugh, I can't remember. My alarm is scratches to the face. Oh no, is it like pawing to your face?
Or do you just scratch yourself?
Or do you scratch yourself, or does your SO scratch you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, anyway, so we've been sitting at this screen for a little while. Let's
I thought
actually
this was
read
the whole
it.
game.
This is basically the game, though. Where does a lion clean their mane first thing in the morning? In the mirror? In the mirror. That's impossible.
Thanks for telling us your tale.
What else is cat like?
Yarn.
Fang.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Paws, claws. That seems like something legal. Like you could use something legal for that, like, or Santa Claus. No, it's my dog. Oh, gotcha. Have y'all ever have your partner try to sneak out of bed, but they make a loud noise and wake up the neighborhood?
Have I done that?
You've walked over to the the closet.
Oh yeah.
Here, why don't you go ahead and demonstrate opening the closet right now?
Sure.
That's just trying to be as quiet as possible. Right?
That's how you know. It's so
you can only open it a little bit and like sneak through. You have to open it pretty far because it's like right next to the wall. So you have to like open it like 45 degrees in before you can actually go into the closet. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to like move your clothes out of the closet and into like a dresser or something like that. Yeah. Because then I was like, I can't just wake up to that all the time. Sounds like my door anytime I try to be quiet. Yeah.
Squeaky floorboards. Yeah.
All right, well, let's read this.
If we ever do like a door opening sound, we could just go to the closet.
Yeah.
Just open.
Very slowly. I love it when you like kind of pause a little bit halfway, and then you're like, oh god, I'm being too loud, because I can tell when you're like, oh, it's so loud, and you cringe.
Sorry.
And then you like try to just open it even slower, and it just makes it worse.
I try to open up fast actually to like kind of just like
get over with.
Like,
but then, okay, try opening it fast. Let's see what that sounds like. That's a lot better. Yes, it's like when you're trying not to be discreet. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
It's so loud.
It's so awkward. It's definitely like, okay, you know how when you're like hanging out with a group of people and then somebody does like the awkward turtle thing? Do you know what the awkward?
Yeah.
So there's awkward turtle, there's awkward balloon.
My friends always did awkward palm tree.
Oh, that's a weird one to me because that's really obvious.
Funny.
Like that one, like the whole point of the turtle and the balloon is that it's like subtle. That's why the awkward palm tree is like really like.
Maybe it's like more ridiculous.
It is more ridiculous. It's like how memes get gradually more and more ridiculous. Yeah. So like it started off with awkward turtle, and the awkward balloon is just used. Somebody like starts to lift their hand, and then they just let go of the balloon. Awkward turtle and its babies. Wait, it's babies. What are its babies?
What?
But anyway, so like, actually, what was my point I was trying to make? Awkward turtle, awkward balloon.
Awkward door?
Awkward door, yeah. Basically just awkward door now.
Awkward door. Sounds like a dolphin.
It does sound like a dolphin. Doing it slowly but stopping and snapping your neck to check Yuma over and over. I hated the door creaking sound because I felt like a giant scary looking bunny in a suit is gonna kill me. What? Why would you think that?
Specific.
That is very specific. Imagine doing awkward turtle but 2 hands after clapping them together. 2 hands after clapping them together. So like that, but then you clap on my hands?
What?
I don't get it. I don't understand. That was pretty spot on, Yuma. Anyway, so Donnie Darko? I haven't seen Donnie Darko. That was during the same era of like scary-ish movies as like Old Boy and like thriller kind of things, like Battle Royale. Have you seen Battle Royale?
No.
It's not that scary. It's basically the concept of, well, Battle Royale was the original. And then like
Hunger Games?
The original Hunger Games, yeah, and Fortnite's.
Wow, I can't believe Fortnite is based off a movie.
Actually, though, I think so. Yeah, because the whole point is that there are. I think what happened with Battle Royale? I think they had certain sections. Yes, they had certain quadrants or areas where their like neck thingies would explode if they were in there. So they were forced to move around.
Like 999.
Yeah, 999 was they swallowed like explosives, right?
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if you got to this point in Zero Time Dilemma or the next one. Ambidex game.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Ambidex game has drugs.
Oh.
Battle Royale was pretty crazy. Yeah, Battle Royale 2 kind of sucked, but Battle Royale 1 was crazy. I have the book too. It was very detailed. No, like detailed and not like it's not in the gory, so gross kind of way, but detailed in the sense that like It tells you more about the characters. It tells you all their names, and it gives you more in-depth backstory on each of the characters.
So you're like more attached to the characters.
Yeah, when they die. Yeah, exactly. It's like I read it way too young. Same. I was way too young. I was not old enough to understand what was happening. I think I could probably read it again now and have a better idea of it
Like
it was
appreciate
kinda,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of dense. It was like Metal Gear Solid kind of dense.
I see.
No spoilers, please. For which one? Which spoilers?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
How old is Battle Royale now?
Battle Royale's like 2004, maybe. Battle Royale. 2000. Okay, I was way younger. I was way younger than I should have been watching this movie.
Like rated R or something.
I watched some of it, but I was just like, no thanks. Battle Royale was so good. Yeah, it's like 20 years old. That's crazy. We should watch it. I mean, it's
is
not
it like gory.
It's really fake gore. Okay, here, let me show you. It's like it looks like dye. You know, like tie-dye, like ketchup.
Okay.
Pocket Nitori, please. Okay, Battle Royale. Like this. Like she has like you could tell this is just it's not real blood. Like you could tell this is just like
I guess
red colored stuff. And it's so funny because some of the special effects, or not special effects, some of the scenes have like parts where they messed up and then you can see like stage parts.
Oh,
So like you can see like a light or something like that. Battle Royale stage bloopers.
No,
gosh.
ew, no, no,
God.
no.
Well, man. Well, okay. Never mind. Nitori isn't into it, probably. Yeah, it's okay. It's a good movie though. It's a good one movie. I wouldn't say watch the other ones. I'd say just watch the one. We should play Battle Royale like Fortnite. You have watched the Hunger Games though, right?
I have.
What's the Hunger Games graphic at all? Hunger Games.
So.
Did you watch all of them? There's
no,
like 3.
Just the first one.
Oh, the other ones are so good.
Oh.
I think so. I mean, that's a subjective opinion. I think that they really build out like the world a lot.
Oh.
Game of Thrones water bottle.
Did you watch? Read the book?
Yes, I did read the books. Yeah.
How do they compare to the books?
I like the books a lot, and the movies were like a pretty accurate representation of the books. I felt, yeah. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like reading Harry Potter and watching Harry Potter. I guess you don't know that, but it's like reading Harry Potter, you get more of the internal. Like, I guess it's reading any book and watching the movie version.
Right, right. It's pretty rare that the movie's better than the book.
It looked like you looked at her in such disbelief when she. No way. Hunger Games 2 was great. I don't remember the others. It kind of. Well, I guess I won't spoil anything. That one's a much more recent movie than Battle Royale. And by the way, in Battle Royale, most people die.
I see. Like, don't get too attached to anyone.
Yeah, I won't tell you how many survivors there are, but like the whole point is that they're trying to get to 1. Well, okay.
It's Fortnite,
do you know what?
right?
Do you know what the premise of it is? So Battle Royale is they believe that there was too high of a population and they needed to like reduce the population, so they just randomly picked a high school classroom to have the kids kill each other.
That's not a very efficient way of reducing
No,
population.
it's not. It's not. But that's what the concept is.
Oh.
Hunger Games 2 was great. I don't remember the others. Watched a lot of Japanese horror movies from the 2000s, like Satsukaka.
Never heard of it.
I don't know. I don't like horror movies usually. Lord of the Rings movies versus the books. I haven't read the books or watched the movies, so I probably should watch the movies and then think if I want to read the books after that. You want to watch the movies?
Sure. We have to get through Harry Potter.
Do you want to get through Harry Potter first, or do you want to watch Lord of the Rings for the first time?
So the other day, Yuma showed me Harry Potter for the first time.
Yeah, the first episode. That was yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was yesterday. I've never watched Harry Potter before.
Oh, it looked like you were like bouncing on your heels just now. You're like, nah.
I've never seen Harry Potter before, and I'm just like, it was interesting.
Wait, did you like it or did you not like it?
I liked it. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very,
I mean, you can be honest. If you didn't like it, that's fine.
I mean, it's aged for sure.
It has aged. The actors and actresses were
God.
very young.
They are very child actors.
They're very child actors. It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're like too old for it, but like not the later ones. And I feel like it is so neat when you grow up with the characters and like you see them from small to tall.
Yeah. So that's really weird because they didn't release every year, right? Like they released and like, but the game, the books take place yearly. They took sometimes longer than a year to actually like film the actual things. Let me see this. Harry Potter movie release dates. So 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2007, 2009, 2010, 2011. So it took them 10 years to release 7 and a half, 8 movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wasn't one of them split up into 2 parts though?
The last one.
So maybe they did all the filming at the same time. In which case,
it would have been like
9 years.
9 years, yeah.
Or 7 years. That's
Well, I mean, they would have started in 2010,
Oh, you're right.
or 2000 or something like that.
You're right.
Wasn't there some other movie about mythical beasts or something based on Harry Potter? Yes, there was something Fantastic Beasts or something like that, and it's like in the same world, in the same universe. Yeah, I watched that. I think Fantastic Beasts and something. Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and what they're made of. I don't know. Fantastic. Gosh, we're just chatting now. We're like not even reading this thing though. We're just talking about Harry Potter. We were playing Lego Harry Potter last night. That was fun. It was so cute. I like the fact that we just watched the movie. It makes it a lot better. I think
because you're like, oh, I remember that scene from the movie.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I like how they Legoified that. They like made the little goblin at Gringotts. He was like drawing a little picture.
Yeah,
it's like, aww.
Or at the very first scene where that one professor was the cat, and then it like pans up. It's like she's not.
She's like, you expected to be the cat, but she's just petting the cat. It's so cute. We're spending quality time catching up. That is how it feels, actually, though. I mean, Yuri Fridays has just kind of turned into just chatting streams with some Yuri in the background.
Yeah.
Yuri in the front and Yuri in the back.
What?
But we also have like a story that, like a long story that we're trying to get through.
Let's get through the story then.
All right, so last happened early in the morning. Rinka goes to Ushizuka residence and learns a man's name is Ushizuka Shigetsugu. Or they said Utsugushige before, and I was like, what? I think it's Shigetsugu.
I feel like they like get the characters backwards for some reason.
Yeah. Yuri is padding. Earning his name card in the process. That morning, Federico and Odette also go to Shigetsugu's house to try to get his name card. To ask around the housewives, they manage to get the cause of death. Oh, we already read that part, actually. We already knew that happened, right? Maybe not.
No, that happened last time, I think.
Ellen Scorpion also goes to the Ushizuka residence and spots Rinka, Odette, and Federico as they came through. When night falls, Rinka thinks back to what she'd managed to accomplish that day. She thinks to herself that unlike most of the other participants, she's just a simple student who doesn't stand out, giving her an advantage when it comes to digging around for information in the neighborhoods. Rinka decides to focus on looking into Ushizuka Shigetsugu. In her dreams, Rinka is once again spoken to by a strange man. He makes her recall... Oh yeah, that was Venti.
Oh.
He makes her recall the moment where Rinka loses her life and first meets the goddess Parka. Seems that anyone left in the selection also must reach the final destination of fate, which is that one park, right?
The park, yeah.
The Parka.
And then I guess they didn't talk about what. That's why she's named Parka. Yeah, they didn't talk about it, but then Federico got beat up by this kid. Yeah, they tried to like break and enter into the apartment.
Maybe it'll fill that part in after we like finish this scene.
Okay.
Hello, my queen. Hello, Loki. How are you?
Hello, my diamond.
Hello, my diamond. I love those. This is so cute. All I remember for last week is Freddy getting pwned and Yuma wanting to watch boxing. Yes. Tonight we'll actually stream until the usual time. Although we did start an hour late.
The usual time is like in an hour.
No, we'll stream until midnight. How about that? Yeah. Midnight. Okay. Yeah. And if we're in a good part by that time, then maybe we'll stream till a little bit.
A little bit more. Yeah.
After school, I make my way to the district where Shigetsugu lives. I know the way by heart at this point. I've gotten somewhat familiar with the area after all. I should be able to escape into a busier area if I somehow bump into that duo. Okay, let's duo this.
Duo?
Do this. I give myself a little pep talk out loud. Today's main goal is to ask around and find out anything I can about the relationship between Shigetsugu and that girl. Things go south almost immediately, though. Do you want to be this guy?
Oh, is he the old guy? I could try to do an old guy voice.
Or do you want me to be this old guy?
I feel like you have a really good old guy voice.
Sure, you're the girl already, or the they them.
Yeah,
you're them.
The kid.
The kid, yeah.
Ninja kid. American Ninja Warrior.
You wouldn't happen to be a participant, would you?
Someone approaches me from behind. Huh? The very person I was about to gather info on meets my gaze when I spin around. He may be short, but he looks as tenacious up close as he did from afar in the dream world. He stares at me with a stone-cold poker face, a plastic bag in hand. I freeze the moment our eyes meet.
I recognize that face. Not many high schoolers look as threatening as you do.
You're...
Now, allow me to hazard a guess. You've come here in search of information pertaining to me, yes?
His posture makes him look exhausted. He's completely unfazed, despite having run into another participant. Now that I think about it, he didn't react in the slightest when numeral 11 got her hands on his name card. He looks kind of like Clint Eastwood. I agree with that. He may sound somewhat surprised, but at the same time, he seems a bit apathetic.
Please, there's no need to be tense. I have no intention to oppose any of you. My battlefield lays elsewhere, and today I make my return after a great triumph.
Your battlefield?
Indeed, I have my own battle to fight.
With another participant?
Heavens no! I have my battles by the station.
He's in a fight club.
Yeah, he's in a fight club.
We don't talk about it though. I mean, they might hurt me.
I'm completely baffled by his statement. I guess it means he's successfully reeled me in, though. I start to panic with that thought in mind.
The battle begins by lining up early in the morning to secure a good spot. But the true war begins after that. Then these guys come in and they get all shirtless. And they call us into the basement and they're just like, one versus one. And, you tap out if you want to. Yeah,
no
1v1 mean Fox and Sheik. Marth, and then he just grabs me. I don't know how he could grab me from so far.
Marth. I hate Marth.
I hate Marth. Gosh.
See what she means.
My hands are so cramped from L canceling all the time.
I can just imagine like a 70-year-old playing.
Can you imagine a 70-year-old playing Melee?
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing. I would love
how like sometimes there's elderly people who play tennis and like they're surprisingly good at it.
Yeah, okay, so the same thing with badminton. There's like in a badminton place I used to go to, I used to frequent a badminton place. There was like, I don't know, 70-year-old like ladies that like Asian ladies who would just be like, "Pah!" And I was like, wow, it really is technique. Or maybe they're a lot stronger than I give them credit for.
Could be both.
Yeah, he means Jigglypuff and Smash. This is just Hungry Box in 70 years.
I could totally see it if they don't have like arthritis by then.
Yeah, I mean,
I can see old people playing like old fighting games.
Oh yeah, I mean that's already the case now. People like older
so
people
cool.
playing Street Fighter 2, and they're like, oh, it was better back in the old days. Oh, Street Fighter 2 is where it's at.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Old Asian ladies are scary. That's true. I look forward to being like that someday.
We
Did I ever
start
tell you?
practicing playing badminton.
Did I ever tell you about? Yes, we should. Also, yes. But did I ever tell you that like one of my dreams is to be like basically Yoda, but like an old Asian lady. Like I have a cane. I have like the green sun visor hat that covers over your whole face.
Yes.
Just doing
You just talk like
gardening.
Yoda.
And then I get mad at kids being this way, that way. And then like I just bust out some harness moves. That's what I want to do when I'm older. That's how I want to be. Sports where you hit things are just like hitting your grandkids with slippers. Yeah. They're surprisingly accurate and fast. Okay.
Few things are as exciting as the fanfare which you receive when hitting the jackpot.
Oh, he gambles?
Oh.
Or maybe he fishes. Maybe he fishes. Jackpot, fanfare, and a good spot. Not to mention, this all takes place by the station. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so full now. Like, thank God I'm full. But, like, earlier, I ate a sandwich. And I ate it so fast because I was wanting to get ready for stream. That I don't think my body realized I ate a sandwich until it was
Just
like
now?
until like I don't know 20 minutes later.
Oh.
And so then I was like, oh, I'm so full now. And elderly Yuma,
May the Yuri be with you.
or it's more like Yoda's
And
like,
also with you.
May the Yuri be with you. And also with you. And also with you. Asian old ladies are scary except for my grandma. Aw, your grandma must be sweet. Or scarier.
Oh, so scary that
Yeah.
you're not scared.
Yeah. So scary that it goes into the reverse scary. You want some of this beverage?
Sure. This undefined.
Undefined cola-like beverage. Not sponsored. The station isn't huge, but it has all your typical storefronts around it. I don't think that Coke like cola likes are like good for us for
Nope.
drinking.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, it is Coke. Ah, hey, there you go. Coca-Cola. What's the Coca-Cola theme?
Or that's a good question. What is
It's
Coca-Cola's
like the polar
theme?
bear share the love. Is that what it was?
Maybe. What is it now?
Oh yeah,
I feel like they must have rebranded
Cola slogan.
Tagline?
It's the real thing. I'd like to buy the world a Coke. Slogans through the years. Okay, wait. What's 2001 or 2020? 2021. 2001. I was still thinking we're like watching Harry Potter. 2001 was like two really good years for like movies. That was like The Matrix. That was like Harry Potter. There's like I think Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
A lot of classics.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of good movies. Fight Club. Battle Royale. We were just talking about Battle
There's
Royale.
something about that time period where movies like
Inspired.
it's like they weren't afraid to be a little silly.
Yeah.
Nowadays-
When did Space Jam come out? That was like a 95, I think.
Nowadays it feels like everyone's so serious.
Well, nowadays it feels like they're just rebooting all the old ones
That too,
because
yeah.
this had all the nostalgia in it. But
All
Yuri
the-
Friday, what's
all
up,
the
Jack
kids
Cat?
who grew up with those movies are now older and have money to spend. So.
Yeah, so they're taking their kids to go see
Yeah.
the movies. Yeah. Anyway, 2003, 2009, Open Happiness.
Sounds familiar.
I don't recognize
I don't
that.
really know Coca-Cola's slogan.
Yeah, 2021. Let's see.
Doesn't
Nope,
seem like
got nothing. I know the McDonald's ones. Like, did somebody say McDonald's?
I thought it's just I'm loving it.
That's like the old one. That's the newer one.
Oh.
McDonald's slogans. I'm loving it is the most recent one, and that's been the same one since like 2003.
Only 2017. Oh.
Continues to have I'm loving it.
I see.
But then there was also did somebody say McDonald's? I remember that Justin Timberlake was the one who did I'm loving it the first time.
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. HD broadcasting and series events like Lost Heroes took kind of a bigger bite out of the movie industry than TV had ever done before. Oh, okay. Movies that came out in 2000.
I guess that's true. Like, broadcasting has changed a lot since then. So
Wow. Requiem for a Dream? That's a good movie.
I feel like a lot of the ideas that would have been good in movies just got turned into TV shows.
Unbreakable? Yeah. That's a good one. Good movies that turn into TV. Oh, yeah, the long TV shows are like long movies. Battle Royale.
They would have been movies, but since there's a lot of money in TV shows now, people are just making TV shows.
I didn't know that Road to El Dorado and Emperor's New Groove came out in the same year.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh. Did you ever watch Coyote Ugly? Oh, Romeo Must Die? Yo, these movies are so old.
I've never heard of Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly is a great movie. It's like, okay, so this songwriter girl is trying to write a song that gets turned into like a pop track or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And so she works at this bar so that she can make money so that she can make her dreams come true. And really, it's just fan service. It's like, the whole point is that these girls like are bartenders that are like spinning bottles and doing all these flair tricks and also dancing on top of the bar. And they make a lot of money. And then there's some kind of romance story or something like that. And then she gets her song turned into a song. And
that's the whole movie.
And that's the whole movie. It's great. It's such a fun time. It's especially if you're gay. I wish there was some gay in it. I think that if they were to remake Coyote Ugly now, because it's due for a reboot apparently. Because every movie is just due for a reboot that came out in 2000. 2000.
It would have Yuri in it.
It would have Yuri in it. Yeah, there'd at least be a lesbian kiss at some point, even if it's not a legit relationship.
Just because like fan servicey.
Coyote Ugly remake.
Oh my god.
Is this a thing? What? Tyra Banks just confirmed that Coyote Ugly reboot is in the works. See? I told you. It's overdue for a reboot.
Oh my god.
Was Tyra Banks in Coyote Ugly? Coyote Ugly cast. Yeah, IMDb, I guess. Yo, she was? That's crazy. Okay, I need to rewatch that movie.
I guess so.
It's so good. I mean, I liked it a lot. It probably has aged terribly. My memories of it was gay young Yuma being like,
when it comes out though.
Being young gay Yuma being like, wow, girls are great.
It's a great gay awakening.
It's like so. Yeah, Tyra Banks apparently was in it. Her character's name was Zoe. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, back to the Yuri. Coffee shops, diners, and the shopping district, and...
How do we get on that tangent?
There were a lot of things. Probably, would you like some Coca-Cola beverage?
Oh,
what is the
right.
slogan?
You're right. That's what
a lot of good movies came out in 2000, 2001.
So crazy. Had nothing to do whatsoever with the game, but...
Nope. Does it ever?
Sometimes
okay, sometimes it does, yes.
But you're right. That it ends up not being.
We can go on tangents very easily. I feel like if we had a just chatting stream.
We should just have a just chatting stream.
We should just have a just chatting stream, but then we need to have something to prompt discussion. Otherwise, we'll just be like, hey, so what was that thing we were talking about earlier today?
We could just have like random cards. I don't know.
What's it called? Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
We should just play Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And then just like talk.
About Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah. Are you talking about pachinko? That's correct.
I've always wanted to try a pachinko machine.
Okay, so here's another tangent. I was like looking at pachinko machines in Japan when I went there to for vacation, and I was so confused. Like basically, you put the ball into the machine.
Yep. It
makes a whole bunch of nice, pretty sounds and lights and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then the balls come out, right?
Yep.
Like, but there's no skill or anything required. It's like slot machines, right?
It is a lot.
It's effectively slot machines.
Gambling.
But the way that they get around the whole gambling thing is that they have they distribute these balls, like the balls that you use as currency.
Yep.
And then there's a person next door who's not a part of the same establishment who happens to really want these balls.
Yep.
As like a very valuable.
They don't say why.
Yeah, they just want to buy these balls off of you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you already know all that then. Okay.
Oh, I mean, you can go ahead. But...
I mean, I just feel like you just yupped everything.
Oh,
I was like, okay,
right.
I guess so. Never mind then. Bye.
Oh, no.
Silent Hill, that pachinko series. what's a pachinko? Pachinko is like a gambling. It's the way that they get around gambling laws in Japan.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it's fun.
Is it though? Like, why is it fun?
Because it like makes lights and stuff and goes ding 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 ding.
Can't you just play literally any video game?
Yeah, but it's like.
But what?
I don't know. It's fun.
Remember that Snake Eater one was a beautiful but also still pachinko? So it's really funny because like a lot of different random anime franchises just sell the IP or like license the IP out to pachinko machines so that they can have Simple Gear pachinko machines or
That
like
makes sense.
I definitely saw a Simple Gear pachinko machine, which is why it's the first one I thought of. I was like, isn't that Hibiki? Like, why is she on a pachinko machine?
That makes sense. Gotta sell out the weebs.
I guess so.
Or otaku there.
But there's also other ones. There's like, there's like Forza, or like there's like horse racing themed pachinko machines,
It's
or
like when you go to Vegas and you see all these randomly themed like slot machines.
yeah.
There's like a Wheel of Fortune slot machine.
Oh, but those
There's
are
like
so fun. Okay, like the slot machines that actually have mini games in them are the best kinds of slot machines. Like,
yeah.
there was one that my friends and I played a lot when we went to Vegas for Evo, and it was like a trivia game. And like, if you got the bonus, then you have the opportunity to win more money by answering correct trivia questions. Yeah, that was fun. I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay, his laugh is hearty and sincere. Didn't Fatal Frame also become a pachinko machine? I wouldn't be surprised.
Wait, look that up. I want to see it.
Fatal Frame pachinko.
Oh my god.
Fatal Frame's coming back, but as a pachinko machine.
That sucks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh hey, look at what else came out in 2001. Fatal Frame.
Oh.
Let's see. What's this look like? That's so stupid. Oh my gosh.
The whole thing just looks like a CG like for the game, and then they show a pachinko machine.
Yeah, stupid. I think I saw some pachinko machines next to a store called Comic Alley. Comically.
Comically.
I guess I was thinking about Diagon Alley. And then
Diagon Alley.
Diagonally. What happened to Horizons Alley? And Verdict Alley.
I miss Verdict.
Verdict Alley. Mm-hmm.
Verdict
Alley was great. Okay. Scowl on his face remains, though. It leads me to believe that he's the kind of person whose facial expressions don't quite match up with how they actually feel.
Aww.
Here, for your correct guess, you win this chocolate. It's my poop.
I'm just kidding. He produces a bar of chocolate from his bag and hands it to me.
He's like, I picked it up off the ground.
Yeah, it's a little dusty and open, but it's still good.
You can have the other half.
Don't look at the expiry date.
Comic Alley is a store dedicated to selling anime merch. It's poison. It's still warm. Even if you tried to poison her, it wouldn't, like, do anything.
What would happen if you tried to poison someone? Would they, like...
they might just get really sick.
It might hurt a lot.
Yeah. Has a big bite mark.
That's its trademark. It has a bite mark.
Can you imagine if there's a chocolate bar that they sell, but it's shaped like someone already took a bit of
Yeah,
out of
exactly. I feel like that would sell well. Maybe.
I feel like it might.
Maybe. It'd be funny.
It would be pretty funny.
I feel like it'd be a funny, like, Japanese novelty chocolate or something.
Yeah. Japanese? Why Japanese specifically?
Because they always have, like, those weird novelty things.
Oh, I see. Like, someone... It's like... it just has, like, a bite mark out of it, and then he just has a picture of an anime girl, like, taking a bite out of it. And you just pretend that you're... It's like you just get half a Pocky. You just have Pockies that are half
You're
Pocky.
playing the Pocky game with a picture.
Wait, that would be brilliant, though, wouldn't it?
Half Pocky.
Pocky. That would be a great Pocky advertisement, you know? Like, if the box, like, looked like a girl that had, like, the Pocky sticking out of her mouth.
Oh, there's, like, a little thing that you can put
Little
the other
opening?
side of the Pocky.
Yeah. That would be so cute, actually. Like, you buy a Kit Kat bar and there's a bite-sized hole already in it. Indirect Kiss Chocolate Simulator. Oh, yes. Oh, what if it was like indirect kiss, like boba simulator or something like that?
Like kiss boba?
No, it doesn't really work out that way. I was like, oh, what if they had like this picture of a girl on it drinking boba?
Maybe drinking boba at the same time.
Yeah, but it doesn't really work out that way. What if it's just like a drink that comes with 2 straws?
There's like a picture on the other straw.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
maybe.
products for lonely people.
It is definitely products for lonely people. That's what Japanese products are all about, though. Why would you sell a dakimakura if you have someone else to be your dakimakura? Why would you buy a dakimakura, right? Right. Unless you're like, oh yeah, I want to be in bed with my 2 girlfriends, my real one and my daki.
I mean, if you had a dakimakura, Vittori.
Oh, that would be so cute,
Yeah.
though. And then what? Do you have a dakimakura of Yuma?
Yeah. And then there'd be 4 of us in the same
That would be really fucking weird. I mean, I talk about, like, yeah, I do me, but I wouldn't really do me. I mean, maybe. It's like...
You're not supposed to do the dakimakura.
What are they for, then?
They're for sleeping.
What do you mean? They look so... Like,
What?
like some dakimakuras look so horny. You know what I mean?
Well, you're not Are you? I thought they were just
I
like...
thought you were supposed to hump the pillow.
I don't think so.
Wait, you don't just, like, install a dildo into the...
No.
I don't know. I've never owned one.
Yeah, but most of the time you don't.
You can, but you don't.
You're not supposed to.
Right? This conversation is so off track. How did we get here? How did we get here? Oh my gosh. What if I can't sleep? Yuri Fridays are so informative.
Glad we can help. We should have just chatting.
The old guy's face during the whole thing.
Oh, you know what? This is also off tangent, but you know what we could do for a just chatting stream? What some variety shows do is they'll just have 2 commentators talk about like random news stories.
Oh
We can
yeah.
use those as like a jumping off point, and they just go on like whatever tangent. Based
Oh,
off
that
of
would be
this
fun.
silly news story.
Yeah. Oh, and so what we do, like, research beforehand of, like...
Yeah,
what's
like
the...
pick out like some funny headlines.
Are we John Oliver? Wait, no, John Oliver, has
plans
a point.
everything, and
Yeah.
it has a point. We would just be like...
Oh, so we're more like Kiryu Coco,
We're
but
more
not
of like
VTubers.
morning news.
Morning news
show hosts.
I love those
Yeah,
morning
yeah.
news hosts. Those are so great. Yeah. They're like, oh, today a dog saved a bunny from a truck.
You know, one time I saw this bunny at the zoo. Oh, it's so cute.
Actually?
I mean, I had friends who had bunnies, and then they got to like. Pet
But
them.
do you see bunnies at zoos?
Sometimes you do.
I've never. I think I've been to very few zoos in my life. I think I don't like the sight of like lions being in a zoo.
Aww. Have you been to like one of those safari parks though?
No.
Where like it's a much more open.
Wait, can't they like run up to you then and like bap
No,
your
there's
car?
still like a fence.
What about that one
I
shooting
think.
game
Actually,
that we
I'm not
played
sure.
in the
No,
arcade?
That's not real. You.
That one called it with the couple, and then you're supposed to.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to like shoot with each other.
You're supposed to shoot the bugs
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, and they like just both pick up guns out of nowhere.
Yeah, like they're just like AK-47s, just
lying around.
and this is how you do the show? Basically, that's what we do. Imagine going to a zoo and it's just house cats. Aw, well, isn't that just a cat cafe?
Aw, that's
mean,
so cute.
I don't know. I feel like those cafes are very stressful for the animals, though. Have you ever been to a cat cafe or owl cafe or dog cafe or
No, I have not.
in any of those in Japan? You went to Japan though, right?
I didn't get to go to
I'm
one
so
of those.
surprised that you would. Like, I went to a cat cafe. Oh no, I didn't go to a cat cafe. I went to a dog cafe because I am not allergic to dogs, but I am allergic to some cats. So I went in and then I tried to pet one of the dogs. I tried to show them my hand and I tried to be like, hey, here's the treat and all that stuff. And then it was like, rah! And, it got really mad at me. And then I was like, Man, these dogs are like so stressed out. They're so cute, but they're so stressed out.
Aw, maybe they have to like rotate the dogs.
They do rotate the dogs, but
Really?
even then, like,
Aw.
it's like they have a part-time job, you know?
Yeah, true.
Cat cafes are great. I love feeding them treats and watching them attack each other. I imagine cat cafes are more of a spectator thing than a involved thing.
Yeah, depends how friendly the cats are. Maybe they'll like curl up next to your chair or something like that.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's cute. Alrighty, anyway, so this guy's face when we're talking about Dakimakura. Alright, let's go. Is this your way of making me lower my guard?
Children these days aren't quite satisfied with chocolate, I see. A shame. Especially when I know one whose eyes light up whenever I give them some.
You must be talking about the girl staying with you. Rinka, come on.
Rinka, please.
Jeez.
Proper pronoun.
2021.
I don't recall any girls staying with me.
Aha.
Drop the act already. I try to sound as threatening as I can muster. Letting him lead the conversation any longer is too risky, especially when I can't gauge his intentions.
My, aren't you a scary one?
She just has like a naturally scary face.
She does have like scary resting face, I guess.
Resting scary face?
Resting scary face, yes. RSF.
Yeah.
I stare him down as he tries to tease me. It's possible that he's trying to rope me in and extract useful information out of me, so I try my best to say as little as possible.
As I said before, I have zero intention of taking part in all of this. I'm happy enough as it is to have been granted some extra time before passing away. I've even been able to return to the pachinko parlor thanks to it. You'll never believe how much of my income has increased ever since Divine Selection began.
He just spends all day at the pachinko.
He does.
He probably does.
Resting scary face Rinka, yes. Rinka scary face. I refuse to say anything in response to his random conversation. Isn't that called stoic?
Not
Stoic
necessarily.
isn't necessarily, yeah. It's more like,
Angie.
yeah,
Those
resting
inky
inky
eyebrows.
face. Resting judging face. Yeah.
That being said, could I ask you to leave?
He finally confronts me, possibly after realizing that I will stay quiet if he doesn't.
I'm fine with whatever fate befalls me, but there's a certain someone whose survival I want to ensure.
It has to be the girl. Come on, Rinka.
Rinka, so
I already know for sure that they're living together,
So
which means
not
he's
PC.
feigning ignorance.
Oh.
I want us to lead a normal life until that someone finds the will to fight for their own sake. Would it be too much to ask that you hear out what this old, retired man has to say?
You want this person to win, don't you? If so, then yes, it would be too much.
Well, that's hardly surprising. How does this sound then?
His tone becomes grave, and his expression somehow gets even more tenacious as he speaks.
If you agree to leave now, I won't make any mention of having met you. That means they won't target you.
I get that you're older than me, but you may want to appreciate the fact that you're in no position to look down on me. Ushizuka Shigetsugu.
Ooh.
Getting haughty just because you know my name, are ya?
Rika's like, yeah, I know how to play this game now. I'm
Yeah.
so good.
Uh-huh.
Look at me, I belong in Diamond.
I belong in diamonds. Look at me. I know my wave management techniques. I know how to make a good team comp with my TFT.
Yeah.
Hey, no, don't bite my wrist thingy. Don't do that. Uh-huh. Good boy, Daigo. Hello. Welcome back.
Oh,
Hi,
really?
hi,
You
hi.
smell like outdoors.
You smell like Roomba just took you for a walk. Hey, 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 don't lick that. But can Rinka threaten babies? Not like Alan Scorpion can.
It's true, it's true. Alan Scorpion's like a whole nother tier.
Yep. A whole other tier of Alan. He doesn't falter when confronted by a threat. He opts to provoke me instead. I've already beaten up 20 babies. Alan learning the wrong lessons from Alan. Oh, Rinka learning the wrong. The Alan tier. Ellen tier.
I'm kidding. As I said twice now, I have no intention to oppose any of you.
His tone returns to normal, although his expression remains unchanged. We've made absolutely no progress. I guess his age and experience means it won't be easy to reel him in.
From what I can gather, you aren't quite like the other participants. You're nothing more than a young girl. It pains me to know that you died so young, but your best bet is to avoid the other participants if you want to make the most of what little time you've been granted.
Ooh, so pessimistic.
Yeah.
I mean,
The hell up.
Beg your pardon?
I'm not sure but I managed to stop myself from screaming in his face. I've just about had it with him talking like I'm some dumb kid. I'm not doing this for my survival. I'm here for answers. I can't afford to just sit idly by and let all this all pass. Is my life worth casting aside the lives of others for? What is my regret? What awaits myself and Miharu when all is said and done? Is fate really something we can't hope to go against? I can't let myself die until I find the answers to all of these questions. This man is me. Rinka can see through the text of a gambling old man, but she can't see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have no intention of living a quiet life if I'm unable to do so.
Answers, I'm not quite sure what questions you have, but finding your answers won't be a simple task.
And don't act like you know me. Y'all don't know me. y'all sit down. Sit down.
Google.
And do you know what that reference is for?
No.
Okay, so there were a bunch of old talk shows, reality shows, kind of
Like
Maury
The Bachelor
and
Oh.
and Jerry Springer and basically it was a bunch of hey, I'm going to bring you on this show and we're gonna put your drama out for the whole world to see.
Oh.
And the drama was paternity tests or something like that.
Like Dr. Phil.
Kind of. I didn't really watch Dr. Phil.
I didn't either.
But I
That's just the
did
one I've
watch
heard of.
Maury. I was a little too young to probably watch Maury. But basically, it'd be a mother brings on her baby and her husband onto this show.
Uh-huh.
And then they do a paternity test on the baby. The mother thinks they're there for a different reason, but then they find out, and it's we're gonna find out who the real father is, and it's you are not the father, and it's no, yeah, and it's who is the real father, and they're we don't know, or they would find somebody who was their ex or something, and they'd be you are the father.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
It is terrible. It's trash TV. It's the definition of trash television. But I used to watch those and be wow, they must be actors. I can't imagine. I mean, maybe it's true that that many people cheat on their significant others. But I'm just damn, these relationships are toxic.
They all suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this one person having sex with multiple men at the same time? In the same span of time where you could believe that. Well, I guess there's if people cheat, I guess a lot of people cheat. I don't get it, but the paternity tests weren't accurate either. They just do it for the drama.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh yeah, the show is that show called You Are the Father. It's called Maury. My sister steals my man and is now pregnant. Oh yeah, they do put those little subtitles on there. It's oh, we should watch a clip from really old. just so you can get a taste of what that is.
Maybe later.
Later, not right now.
Yeah.
And don't act like you know me. Anyway, and so some of them were the people would stand up and be y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know me. Shut up. Sit down. Sit down. They would be talking to the audience because the audience was hungry.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Quite the nostalgic statement there. I used to hear it from my family quite often before they all left me.
Aww. That lady from the other day mentioned that he's been living alone ever since his family abandoned him. Based on his attitude, I'm hardly surprised someone said that to him before. He's one of those condescending types who like to act as though they know every little thing about you. I'll leave for today, but it doesn't mean I'll stop looking into you. Don't think I'm the only one doing this either. Everyone's far more desperate to cling to life than you seem to think.
That tenacity of yours is quite admirable. Certainly not what I'd expect from a child.
That attitude is what's pissing me off. Just as I'm about to leave, I hear a set of footsteps stop in front of me.
Oh.
I turn my eyes toward the person to whom they belong.
Who is this? Don't tell me it's another participant. No, of course it is. What is it about today?
The voice belongs to the girl I tailed back to Shigetsuga's house
Right.
the other day.
It's okay. It's okay. Rinka's about to have an awakening.
Mm-hmm. She's about to get introduced to 2021.
You gotta learn today, Rinka.
She's probably returning from a shopping trip based on the plastic bag she's holding in one hand. Her eyes are big and round, and her silver hair is somewhat disheveled. Seems like your average innocent kid.
Uh-huh.
Not an instant after I think that, she gives me an icy cold
You
stare.
obviously haven't been paying attention to the visual novel, Rinka.
No, she hasn't.
Is she targeting you as well?
Right then, I feel like something sharp stabs into my brain. She stabbed me with a pencil. No, she hasn't.
I look up and there's a pencil sticking out of my forehead.
The sudden pain is so bad that my hands clasp onto my head in instinct. I've never experienced a headache this painful before.
Ew, all over the ground. She's like, are you okay?
she's just like,
Like, they're both like just staring at her like,
like, is she alright?
Should I call an ambulance?
No, don't call an ambulance. Too expensive.
Oh.
No. This isn't good. I'm not sure about the cause, but the last thing I need to be in this situation is to leave myself vulnerable. Like the stomping grapes lady? What's stomping grapes lady?
I don't know.
What's stomping grapes lady? That's such a random sentence. What? I need to know the context of this. Just as I think that.
My head. What's going on?
I'm not the only one experiencing this pain, it seems. Wow, they had Final Fantasy VII-esque headaches from Tifa and Elena. Maybe they knew each other in a
They had a previous
secret assassin training camp when they were 16. Maybe they were both in Soldier, and then they'll realize they were girlfriends.
And they talked about the scar on their
On the stomach?
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you have a scar on your stomach? How'd you know that? Do you remember how you got that scar? What do you mean? Of course I do. It was when...
Oh my god.
From the YouTube video who falls over and is like, ooh, ah, girl. Oh, wait, run? Oh, yeah. Wait, I have seen this. Have you seen this?
What?
Oh my gosh, wait, I gotta show this to you. YouTube lady stomping grapes. False stomping grapes. Okay, here, let's listen to this.
What kind of grapes?
These are filled with Chamberson grapes, and the winner this Saturday who's stopped music, eating international foods, having wine tours and tasting, vineyard tours, seminars, art class.
This is so old, like 2010.
Yeah, that's so
Wow.
crunchy.
I can't breathe. No. Oh dear.
Oh no! Oh dear! Oh no! Oh! I do remember this.
To be fair, she probably got like the wind knocked out of her.
She did probably.
Yeah.
Like she fell from pretty high up.
Yeah,
to be fair.
that was like, yeah, quite.
And she doesn't look like I don't know how old that she would have been, but like probably older than me. And then like you fall. If I fell out from that high up, like they were on like
on your stomach first.
yeah, like it looked like she landed on her chest, right?
Yeah.
Like you would get winded easily.
But still.
But so. Amazing.
Oh.
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 I just sigh as I take in the unfamiliar room. Mainly because I know the situation I'm in all too well.
Rest assured, I've put nothing dubious in your tea. I didn't even put tea in your tea. It's just water.
It's just an empty cup.
And it's not even hot. It's just lukewarm tap water.
Here's your tea. It's just a cup of water.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need your stupid pity tap water.
Trust me, had I wanted to examine your ID and such, I would have done so already. This is my attempt at being hospitable.
While taken aback, I accept the cup and have a sip. There's not much taste to it.
Because it's water.
Because it's water.
Oh, I didn't have tea, so I boiled some Gatorade.
Ew.
Daddy, that's so cursed. Gatorade? Wait, has anyone had warm Gatorade before?
No.
Okay, this is not pleasant because I remember my like basketball back in when I played basketball, and like my mom would like buy a bunch of drinks and stuff like that, but we didn't really like feel like we don't need to bring a cooler, whatever. And so sometimes the like Gatorade would just be sitting in the car, and then we drink it afterward, and it's warm.
Actually, yeah, I'm definitely playing tennis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
'Cause
oh my gosh, I want to see you play tennis so bad. I think you'd be so cute playing tennis. Yeah.
You said that you should play tennis.
We should definitely play
But I
tennis.
have to buy a new racket
And badminton.
everything.
Wow, so fancy. You don't want to just rent a racket?
Can we do that?
Rent rackets, yeah.
Maybe.
Fried Gatorade.
Ew.
so terrible.
But yeah, when you're playing tennis, there's no shade. Very rarely does the court have an umbrella on it.
Oh,
So-
that makes sense.
And so you have to bring it with you, put it on the court where it's like hot. It's basically
Oh
pavement.
yeah, it's basically roasting the.
It's literally boiling the Gatorade.
That's amazing. Yes, I've had warm from being inside car Gatorade. Pot of Kool-Aid video. I feel like, you know, like how Jell-O, the way you make it is like you boil water and then you add the Jell-O to it and then you put it in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
It's like, can you imagine trying to eat the Jell-O before it's cooled?
When it's all boiled.
It's just a hot Jell-O liquid. That's what I imagine.
And then you serve it in this like little solo cup. Here's your Jell-O shot. It's warm.
Here's your Jell-O tea. First we had fried rice with uncooked rice. Now it's fried Gatorade. It gets worse. Yuma. Oh my gosh.
But instead of boiling the rice in water, you boiled it in
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Oh, that sounds so cursed. Oh my god. There's not much taste to it. Well, it's to be expected when the drink is more yellow than green Gatorade.
Ew, yellow.
That's why, as for why I'm in Shigetsu's house, he brought me inside after that headache knocked me for a loop. Both myself and that girl were told to rest until the pain subsided, but she hasn't woken up yet. I notice her fidgeting in her sleep, which leads me to my involuntary gulping down the tea.
Oh, rather impressive. That's my urine.
Oh my god. I'm surprised Yuri Friday hasn't been canceled yet.
What? Who would cancel it? It's not like I'm making money.
That's fair. You can't cancel us, YouTube. We're not even making money.
I know, I haven't even got my first payout yet. Wait, have I? I don't think I have.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm pretty sure I haven't made $100 yet on YouTube. Dear God, I mean, some of us cook rice with coconut milk, but Gatorade, no, it's unacceptable. Like, oh, this is Jackass Bin, that's Johnny Knoxville. Thank you for helping me, but I've stayed long enough already. I need to leave. I am uncomfortable.
Danger, stranger, danger.
Stranger.
Sure, just remember that my stance on the matter won't change.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah. He may not see me as his enemy, but there's no denying that we will ultimately have to compete with one another. Not to mention that the girl made no effort to hide her hostility towards me. Sure, I'm curious about the sudden headache that hit us when we met, but it's too dangerous to stay here. I want to be gone before she wakes up. These walls are thin enough that people outside would hear me if I screamed, but there's no guarantee they'd actually try to help. That's true.
Shigetsugu.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah. It's sorry for making you worry.
I understand that migraine must go to sleep headache.
There's no reason to apologize. Have some tea.
I don't want your pee, old man.
No, Gatorade. I don't need the hot Gatorade today, mister. And you're all probably wondering, yes, you can cook rice with coconut milk, and that's, okay.
Thanks.
I hadn't intended on staring, but I couldn't take my eyes off them. It is a quick exchange, but the two of them really seem like an average grandfather and granddaughter. The warmth in his expression reminds me of how my own grandmother looks at me. I plan to leave as quickly as possible, but after witnessing that scene, my feet feel stuck to the floor, which gives the girl an opportunity to turn her attention towards me.
You.
I keep my mouth shut. There's no reason to respond. I'm better off going straight home.
You can't go straight. Silly rebel.
Oh, you're still here. Who are you?
He's old.
Who's your friend?
This girl may be a participant, but that's no excuse to glare at her the way you did. She isn't our enemy after all. Make sure to apologize for your behavior before she leaves.
Right. I was on edge because 2 others came here this afternoon to scrounge up information on you. She gets to go. When I saw you 2 talking, I thought she might be in cahoots with them. In any case, I do apologize.
This isn't half-hearted. She's even bowing her head. You see scenarios like this often. The granddaughter does something and then apologizes when her grandfather tells her to. I would honestly believe that these 2 are family had I not known their participants, even though they look so different. They're not just playing the parts. Everything about their interaction feels authentic. That just makes things harder for me. No way, I know what's in there. Yeah. Can you cook rice and Gatorade? Wait, I realize that both of them have the same hair. She isn't our enemy after all. It's the... That's absolutely the opposite of the situation guy. Absolutely the opposite of the situation guy. Yeah, it is the opposite of the situation. By the way, they don't call him Shigetsugu, they call him Grandpa. Oh, they did. Yeah. So probably like GG. GG, baby. Oh, I'm not particularly upset about it. Don't worry. I can't blame her though, considering my attitude toward him. Of course, it's not like I've decided to let my guard down around them now. My standing by the front door to ensure my escape route serves as proof. However, something she said has piqued my interest. I have to confirm with her before leaving. Girls' Generation? Why do I know that? Because that is from the golden age of K-pop. G, baby. The 2 others came here earlier, you said. They wouldn't happen to have been a tall man and woman, would they?
How did you know?
I've been keeping an eye out for them as well. Her eyes widen. Shigetsugu, on the other hand, listens without reacting. I take it you know who I'm referring to?
They came by earlier, so yes.
Beg your pardon. What's that? Children, I can't hear you.
Oh, I haven't gotten to tell you yet.
What? I can't hear you. Speak up.
They're the reason why the house is a mess.
Wait, it wasn't like this before.
I mean, it kind of was.
I didn't. He doesn't have his heart no aids, hearing aids. His hearing aids. I did notice some disorganization. That's how they live. I'm glad you played along with that. I wasn't trying to just interrupt you. I was trying to do a bit.
I like doing bits.
I don't mean there's trash lying around, but there are a number of newspapers, magazines, and articles of clothing dotting the floor.
You know numerals 3 and 11, don't you?
I remember what they look like, sure. Mind explaining what happened?
I've completely lost my chance to leave now.
She just sneaks out the back door.
She's just like, oh my god. This is that awkward moment where, like, they're having a conversation without me, but I didn't say bye yet.
yeah, all the time.
yeah. It's like, ugh, I really gotta go, but they're not giving me the opening.
You should listen to this as well, but in return, we would like some information.
Oh, I just realized Discord didn't post the announcement for the stream. You're right, because I have to manually do those.
No.
Oops. I'm sorry. Oh no, you're right. That's terrible.
Like, they should know we're doing Yuri
Oops,
Friday.
I
right?
forgot to post the go live notification for you.
Is it because it's Friday the 13th?
yeah. Wait, shit. At everyone. At Feline. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
YouTube notification.
You guys are just early game. Really
You
early.
are.
Really early for a long time game.
What is let's see. What just keep drinking your hot Gatorade. Now I like kind of want to try it. Like I want to find out like
what steamed Gatorade
tastes like. Yeah, does it taste like
tea?
Would it taste like hot Kool-Aid? Like
I don't know. The problem is I'd be afraid of burning the sugar.
Oh.
And like making it stick to the pot or whatever.
You're right.
Yeah.
What if you
like
double boilered it? So like you get like a cup, and then you get like you boil water in a pot, and then you put the cup into the boiled water.
Oh.
Yeah. So you double boil it.
That'd be smart.
That's how you melt chocolate. And that's how you melt.
So you don't get it all over the pan.
No, so that it doesn't cook past the boiling point.
Oh. Or like the same way you would like sous vide an egg or something.
Sure.
Yeah?
Sous vide is a little different.
Oh, I thought
but
sous vide is cooking in water.
Sous vide is cooking in water. There's like a big like pot of water or like bowl bucket of water is kind of what I used. I did sous vide things, by the way, chat. And you attach the sous vide, and what it is, it's like in the water part way, and you put a bag in there, like a vacuum sealed bag of like some kind of meat, and then it like stays in there at a constant temperature, but it's different from boiling the water on a stove.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Put in the evaporating dish. Who's sous vide and what are you doing to her? A sous vide. A sous vide Sous vide is the way that like you make the best steak ever. Oh, I haven't made steak for you before, have I?
Nope. Let alone a sous vide steak.
I haven't busted out the sous vide like in maybe 2 years, like since I moved into this.
I thought you said it was mostly Canada thing.
No, not at all. Actually, I bought it after I moved away from Canada.
Oh, I see.
I bought it because I was like, I want good quality steak without having to pay premium costs to make steak. And so I was like, I'll make steak. I make pork chops or pork.
Do you need like a special machine to do it?
Yes, it's called a sous vide.
Oh, I thought that was just like a method. Like you could use any pot.
It is. Oh, it is a method, but it's harder to do it with a pot because, like, that has the element outside of the water, and it's boiling it's heating up the pot on the outside, right?
I see.
So the water is either at boiling temperature or below, but you can't. It's not easy to measure what the like temperature is elsewise.
Yeah.
What the sous vide does is it's like inside the water, and it keeps it at a constant temperature always.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like beyond. Well, in some cases beyond boiling, so it starts to like evaporate the water.
Oh. Like with boiling water in a pot, the bottom is usually hotter than the top, also. Right?
Yeah. Actually, I think that the sous vide goes at a below boiling point water, so it's like
It's very hot.
yeah, very hot, but not like I can't remember, like 140 degrees was the Fahrenheit. So I don't know what's boiling in Fahrenheit. 200 something. Okay, so it's definitely below. It's definitely below boiling, but it's supposed to like be like the meat stays in there for a long time, so that it's like by I forgot what the actual scientific terms are called, but like it averages out the like temperature eventually over time to the same number.
I see.
Yeah, and so it's cooked perfectly throughout because the internal temperature is now that temperature.
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
see.
if it's safe to eat chicken at a certain temperature, in order for it to be cooked, the temperature needs to be a certain thing because the heat is coming from the outside, but it can actually be at a lower temperature because the bacteria will die at a lower temperature when it's like constant throughout.
Oh, because you have to be at that temperature for it to be cooked on the inside.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So and like when you're cooking something with external heat, it will need to penetrate the outside shell before it gets to the inside to be cooked all the way through, right?
Yeah.
So this way it cooks all the way through evenly and
without overcooking it.
Without overcooking it, yeah. So what I actually used to do was, gosh, and like now we're just talking about cooking, but what I used to do is like I'd go to work and then I'd have like a thing of water and the like ice and like the meat would be in a bag in there, and then I would set a timer for it to start at a certain time. It will eventually get to that temperature, and then by the time I got home, it was already cooked and ready for me to just sear it.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was cool. I was like, this is pretty clever. I saw it as a like life hack kind of thing.
It is, yeah.
But it was neat. Because you could just put ice things in there and like it'll eventually get to the right temperature. And like because it's in the ice,
it's like refrigerated.
It's like refrigerated until you need it. Yeah.
Cool.
Is it true Canada keeps milk in bags? I don't know. Maybe some parts Canada, but not the parts that I lived in. Canada isn't real. Blame Canada. It's not even a real country anyway.
It was a figment of our imagination.
You've never watched a South Park movie, right?
Nope.
It's really... I guess it hasn't aged... Because all of South Park is horribly offensive.
Well.
But like, it's funny because there's a song in there called Blame Canada. Oh my god, I feel like I could sing most of the songs from that movie just by heart. Because I wasn't allowed to watch it. And because I wasn't allowed to watch it...
You watched it a lot.
I watched it a lot, yeah. So I listened to all the music all the time. And my brothers and I would just sing it all the time. Anyway, back to the game. What was I looking up? I was going to look something up. This game is a wallpaper? Yeah.
He motions for me to...
Oh, wait, wrong person. He motions for me to sit closer, probably because he knows I've lost my chance to go to.
Oh, those two made their way into the house looking for you. It wasn't long after you left, actually.
I was aware that they'd been scouting out the house from when I last came here. They probably have been for several days. Knowing Shigetsugu leaves in the morning, they figured he'd stick to the routine today as well.
I made sure to chase them off, though. The woman was tough, but the man was no threat.
What? You chased those two off?
I like how happy she looks. She's like so proud of herself.
Like,
yay.
Gambaruri.
Yeah.
She's about my height, but she's definitely way younger and extremely slender. Judging from how she said numeral 11 was tough, I doubt she gave them a simple verbal threat. These are the same two who took Sonia's parents hostage, as if they'd listened to a kid's threat.
She'd be a great fighting game character.
Which one? Rinka?
No, she'd probably just run away.
Oh, she gets to, because he's got melee hands.
Yeah, he does. he just got the ice cold stare.
Yeah.
They got away, but I did manage to severely wound numeral 3. We should be safe for a few days thanks to that.
So you resorted to violence again.
I had no choice. It was the only way to keep them out. Besides, they attacked first.
Wait a minute. You fought them? Like, how?
I'm not sure. I just know how to fight for some reason.
Odette got the 127 kilogram abs perfect fighting game character.
Odette would be also a great fighting game character.
Odette looks like she would be able to beat people up. She looks like she belongs to Street Fighter.
We were just watching the Melty Blood, the new Melty Blood game.
Oh yeah,
trailer.
the trailer for it, right?
I feel like they would both be in Melty Blood.
Odette probably not. I don't think that she's moe enough for.
Oh, fair.
I feel like Rinka and girl number 4 or wait, is that how she labels her? Girl 4, yeah.
Girl 4 question mark?
Question mark?
Shaking my head.
Stupid. Stupid Rinka and her stupid bad use of improper pronouns.
Not PC.
Yeah. Jeez, what year is this?
Right? I don't know. When did this come out?
I think 2019 maybe?
Wow.
Let me see. Store page.
Maybe Rinka just doesn't...
2018.
Just has not met, other people.
No, maybe she just maybe Japan hasn't
That's fair.
got caught up,
A lot of people would probably think the same way she does.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's a boy or a girl,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
There's still a lot of Japanese it's actually really unfortunate that a lot of anime and things like that don't still make fun of those kinds of things. They make fun of people who are a different race or different color. They make fun of people who are overweight, or they make fun of people who are who's a good example of this? In Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a character. Shoot, what's the name now? Grand Blue Fantasy Versus characters.
Sure.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I did know, but I haven't played enough to know their names.
Shoot. Where are you?
Just go to all.
All.
And then just...
characters.
Yeah.
Ladiva.
Ah.
Ladiva. I feel like it's disrespectful,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
It's not like they included her. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not like they included her to be inclusive. They just included her because, haha, breaking tropes is funny.
Yeah. Did you ever, we watched Greatest Showman together, right?
Yeah.
It's like the story of the bearded lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good representation of that.
Yeah.
Of that, of being respectful, you know what I mean? The troubles that they go through, and then being sensitive to that issue.
Yeah.
And then Japan comes out with Ladiva, and it's
yeah, that's where are you guys?
It's not very progressive of you, Japan.
It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're moving forward, but it's very slow, unfortunately.
Yeah. And now I'm suspicious of them again. So sus of these two.
Yeah.
It's not impossible for her to make this up in an attempt to reel information out of me.
This one suffers from amnesia, you see.
Should you be telling her that?
It's hardly an issue. It's little for you to lose by telling her.
Notice he said this one?
Yep. I'm fine with it, but... whatever. It should be okay.
This child had nowhere to go when the divine selection began. We started living together not long after our first encounter.
I don't remember a single thing about what happened before divine selection. My name, my destination, or even why I became a participant.
Oh, they're have their hands kind of
behind
folded behind the back.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's cute. I don't even know the contents of my own personal cards. So there's no point in trying to uncover my cause of death and regret. Not only did I forget why I'm in Japan, but I didn't even know that I was born here until I met Shigetsugu.
Wait, does that mean that... Well, everybody's cards were randomly distributed to everyone else, right?
Yep.
So somebody knows Rinka's regret.
And somebody knows her real name.
And somebody knows their real name.
Oh, they say her.
You
wow.
did.
I'm just as bad as Rinka.
You are.
Sorry.
And knows their cause of death.
Yeah.
We know their cause of death.
Yeah.
And What was the other one? The
Regret?
regret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the regret was that they didn't get to live a normal life because they're
Something
apparently
like
some
that.
child like assassin. Or
Oh
something.
yeah. There's this Black Widow.
Not a spoiler, but an assumption is she Parka? I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I feel like that's not right.
No, they're a participant. So
Yeah, they can't be both Parka and the participant, right?
Yeah.
Japan
No,
is
yeah.
poisoning Toy's mind. I did mention she had their name card last time. It's a blank card. Oh.
That's
Oh.
weird. I didn't remember that, but now I do.
Whoa. Does that mean that Rinka's regret card might just be blank too? She's like, I have no regrets. Remember that Odette has a 4-name card, but it's empty. Oh,
What's
card.
the point in getting someone else's card, but it's empty?
Yeah, well, she's got a big collection of Pokemon cards. Wait, she doesn't have it.
Huh.
Right?
I don't see it here. Yeah.
Let's see. Any of these ones? 7, 3, 4 cause of death. Oh,
Oh.
4 cause of death. I thought it was her own cause of death. She only knows her own name.
Which means maybe she didn't die from fire. I don't know.
Maybe. 4 cause of death.
There's a lot of Pokemon cards going around.
Hebinata Miharu.
We still don't know who that person is.
Wait, they have their own cause of death card, right? This is this person. Numeral
Yeah.
4 has 2 name and 4 cause of death.
Yep. Wait. Oh, I thought they're not supposed to. That's weird.
Well, yeah, right? But that's weird. Why is that the case? They do have their
So they do have their own cause of death.
yeah, so they know how they died.
Oh, maybe. Wait, scroll back up a little bit. She doesn't know the concept of her own
Yeah.
personal card. Maybe it's like a typo. I mean, it
Yeah.
gets hard by this point to keep track of who has what.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's the point of the
Right?
Stupid.
Oh well.
Oh well. Does anyone have a Hollow Charizard they want to trade? Yo, Hollow Charizard. That's pretty old school.
That's fair.
You
Yeah.
want Alakazam? Alakazam is
Ooh.
$100.
Wow.
I had a Alakazam,
And then what?
and I still have it. I think
Oh.
I still have some of my Pokemon cards. Did you know that? I think I've shown them to you, haven't I?
I don't think so.
Oh really?
no.
Oh well, I do have some of my Pokemon cards.
Cool.
still. They're like really old. They're probably worth a decent amount, maybe. I don't know.
I didn't even know that I wasn't born here until I met Shigetsugu.
Amnesia. Something we have in common. The only difference is that she's lost all of her memories. I've forgotten bits and pieces prior to and after Divine Selection began, but not enough to affect my life. She, meanwhile, doesn't even know where she is. I can't even begin to imagine.
I met Shigetsugu pretty quick though, so it's not as bad as you may think.
She follows up with a pleasant smile. I find it hard to believe that someone with a smile like this could fend those two off. I've heard about... What?
Oh, she really is judging people by their cover.
Rinka?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she normally does. It makes sense given their original mission. Original mission? I don't know what you mean. I've heard about how one retains their personal habits and skills when suffering from amnesia. The loss of personal memory doesn't influence muscle memory or something. But that means she had the ability to go toe-to-toe with those two even before the amnesia.
Right. I'm sure there's more that you want to hear, but I do believe it's your turn now.
He turns his attention to me after cutting the conversation short. I guess he did mention some sort of reciprocity of information before. I decide to tell him what I know about those two. The original mission was to steal the Krabby Patty recipe.
I fully expect participants to resort to extreme measures, but those two truly raised the bar.
Yeah, Odette does the weightlifting.
Mhm.
She's raising the bar.
Yup. Raise the bar is supposed to be a high jump thing, right?
That too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she does high jump also.
I think they're probably a child soldier with no name and sent as a suicide bomber. Oh, that's a good hypothesis.
guess, yeah.
I would say so. Have you ever seen Gunslinger Girl, or do you know what it is? It's like an old
Nope.
anime kind of now. It's a
Oh.
2000s anime.
Also a child soldier.
It's the whole thing is about these child soldiers who are very good like assassins basically, but they're like little girls that have been kidnapped to to become these child soldiers, but also because they're like so inconspicuous that they are very good at what they do.
Oh,
yeah,
that's scary.
I tell them about what they did to Sonia and her parents. Gunslinger girls? Aw. I remember it being pretty sad. I don't remember a lot about it. I was kind of like... It was during a period of time when I was just like watching anime like too much that it just kind of all blurred into the same... It's like all anime is the same now. Yeah. You know, like that time when I was watching... I think I watched like A Place Across the Universe, Land of the Lustrous, Koizumi Loves Ramen, and one more. I watched them weekly, so what that meant was like I'd forget what happened in the previous episode, but I'd watch other episodes in between.
Oh, so that's why they all blurred together.
And they all blurred together, and I was just like, man, I hate watching anime when seasons come out. I should just binge an entire series in one go, one after the other, and then I'll remember the story as opposed to...
That's why some people wait until like the season's over.
I like to wait until the season's over, but my roommate doesn't like to wait till the season's over. He likes to watch things like as they come out, and I'm like, but I don't even remember what happened in the last episode.
Yeah.
Made a box with the logo. Cool. And when I think of the phrase gunslinger girl, I think of that moment from the Olympics. Gunslinger girl. Do you mean that one guy
where
from
they're
the
like
Olympics?
pointing at the gun? There's this like picture where they're like have their hand in their pocket.
Yeah, hand in their pocket, and they're pointing the gun, and he
Yeah.
has like a death note, like keychain hanging out of his stupid pocket. It's unfortunate given the use of child soldiers is much more common than people would like to think. I'm familiar with the child soldier program than the average person. Whoa. Did you do like research on it or something? Wait, actually, maybe I shouldn't pry into this question. It's okay. I trust that you understand. I trust that you know a lot more than an average person would know. I tell them about what they did to Sonia and her parents, holding a child's parents hostage in order to make them reveal their information. Sheer brute force. However, I make sure not to mention that I have Frederico's name card. They never mention what cards they have, so fair is fair. Child soldiers are a thing? I 100% believe that.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Guess you had a little choice but to retaliate then.
Howdy doody, my name is Jay. Hello, Andrew Boy Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Hello, Jay, how are you?
See, I knew what I was doing.
Yes, here, I'll pat your head as a reward.
Head pats, head. Yay. Wait, here, you want some head pats? I can do it in this one.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I can do it.
Oh no, it's my UI.
Oh no, your UI is
My
showing.
UI.
Pin to the model.
Ah.
Wait, it's not pinned to the model. Why not?
I dodged your head pat.
Wait, it would be so much better if I was on this side.
And it's like what? Somehow attached.
Yeah,
to
I don't know. Anyway, here you go.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, head pads. Yay, you look pretty wonderful. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. I bet you do too. Absolutely, they're inconspicuous and easy to manipulate. Yeah. I mean, junior scouts are a thing in the Philippines, but they are not child soldiers.
That's totally different.
It's very different.
That's totally
different.
different.
Opt-in. That's not kidnapped. Cool.
Do keep in mind that you are putting yourself at risk, though. Be more careful next time.
Okay. You don't need to worry, though. I won't lose to anyone.
Her attitude turns out to be far more childlike than her appearance. From my perspective, she's like a kid who gets carried away after being given a little praise. I feel that. Still, what she said holds weight, even if she really was able to fight those two off. Her unpredictability is definitely a concern. Sonia, at least, accepted the fact that she was a participant. These two, on the other hand, care only about living out their lives like normal people.
You understand by now, you should understand by now, that we truly have no intention of taking part in all this. Please don't get involved with us anymore.
His choice of words makes me think he's somehow able to read my mind. Wait, he somehow read my mind. Kids can be cruel when they're not taught empathy, though, and they bring special kinds of tactics because they're children, but I digress. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you learn those kinds of social skills as a child. Oh, you mean, no, that's messed up. Yeah. Is your Boy Scouts enlistment the same as being a child soldier servant? I was in Boy Scouts against my will, so it's pretty much the same. Yikes. Jay is subscribed. Thanks.
Thank you.
Come join our family.
Anyway.
My name is, and you were Boy Scouts? Oh my gosh. Do you have all the badges and things like that?
What?
I mean, I was never in Girl Scouts or any kind of Scouts.
Same.
In Canada, they're just called Scouts. I don't think they call them Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. I think that's a
better.
I think that's a very American thing.
Yeah.
There's also cadets, air cadets, which was a cool program that like my some of my friends were in like air cadets and like, oh, you guys get to like learn how to fly planes and stuff. I was so jealous.
Really?
I was so jealous.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm getting Assassination Classroom flashbacks. I haven't seen Assassination Classroom. Is it really good?
Is that like Battle Royale?
I've heard it's really good. It's that one anime with the big yellow dude as the teacher. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Assassination Classroom. Big yellow dude. This guy. This big yellow dude. You've never seen this before? This anime?
No, I haven't.
Oh. I've never seen it, but I've seen pictures of it. It
Oh,
came
I
out
see.
fairly recently. I like Assassination Classroom a lot. Ooh. Okay. Is there anything you can tell me about it without spoiling it?
Like what genre, I guess?
Assassination Classroom synopsis. Students must kill an octopus-like alien who portrays a teacher. Otherwise, he will destroy the Earth once the school year is over. Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a movie.
I
Oh.
mean, I'm sure that's the premise of the...
Series follows a daily life of an extremely powerful octopus-like being working as a junior high homeroom teacher. And his students is dedicated to the task... Wait, where did it go? Dedicated to the task... Oh, where'd it go?
Somewhere down there. I don't know.
Oh, here. Of assassinating him to prevent Earth from being destroyed. Students are considered misfits in their school and are taught in a separate building. The class he teaches is called 3E. It was serialized in Shonen Jump magazine from 2012 to 2016, with its characters collected in 21 tankobon volumes.
21? Wow.
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 Wow, wow. All I know is there's a weird scene that kind of made me nope out. Wait, what's the weird scene that made you nope out? I think the scouts are a thing in Filipino schools and they manage events alongside cat officers. I don't know what cat officers are. Yeah. Sorry, my cats are showing.
Oh my gosh.
I'll have none of that.
Your cat ears are showing. You meowts want to meowts want to hide those.
Yuma?
Meow meow.
Meow Yuma nyamano.
Yuma meow.
Yuma nyamano. It's pretty dang good. Comedy, drama, school life, action. Oh. It's a weird premise, but it's done really well. Okay, so I guess it's one of those where like the summary doesn't do the anime justice. Like Hajime no Ippo is kid learns to box.
But it's really cool.
Yeah. Freaking actually any sports anime is they're playing volleyball. High school kids play volleyball.
Like guess the anime while describing it as like
Yeah, tell me about the anime without telling me about the anime. Combination quick. Yeah. You've seen Megalobox? Oh, I love Megalobox. Megalobox is the future. I think they're on Mars? No, maybe that's a different anime. Maybe that's Carol and Tuesday.
yeah.
But Megalobox, they're in the future or something like that. They're boxing with all these like mechanized arms.
Like arms.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to like to strengthen their like boxing prowess.
I see.
And then one guy just boxes without the equipment, and then he like.
Whoa.
The premise is that he's the only one who boxes
like,
naturally.
normal
Boxes,
humans.
yeah.
Mhm.
Season 2 is coming. It is. Citizen advancement training student. Oh, I see. I think my mom told me about that. I think my mom was in some kind of student military thing. She told me that she knew how to use a saber, and
Oh.
yeah, I was like really like I was like, really? You fight literally anyone? That doesn't make any sense. She was like, oh yeah, we did like forms and stuff like that. I was like, what?
Oh wow.
My mom did a lot of weird stuff like that I just didn't imagine her doing, like as in when I was old enough to understand like things, you know what I mean? Like when like I was like, wow, you played tennis, and I was like, wow, we should play
That's
tennis.
cool.
And like, wow, you played ping pong. My mom was like really good at ping pong. Like it was so weird because like, you know, you grow up and you're like, oh, my mom's just always been my mom. She's always been like the one who's like, you know, hanging around doing laundry and like la la la.
You never think of your mom as like Wonder Woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then so when we went to the Philippines one time when I was a lot younger, there was a ping pong table, and she and her brother just like went loose on the ping pong table. They like just let out this like Super Saiyan ping pong power, and I was just like, holy crap, you're so good at ping pong. A saber, like what an officer would know. Jeebus. Weirdest things to realize how cool how your parents are cool. Yeah, it was really cool. Sabers are a thing in cat officers, but they're used in special occasions like graduations. They're kind of like royal guards. Yeah, that she said it was more like ceremonial than combative. But she did mention like tennis, ping pong, and other racket sports, and I was like, that's cool. Yeah. And bowling. My mom was a really big bowler. She could run like trophies and stuff for bowling.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Wow,
Yeah.
your mom's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, that's cool. Why don't you do that now? I guess that's the same thing. If I had kids and then like, I'm like, oh yeah, you have all these trophies from like kickboxing, martial arts. Like, oh yeah, you don't do that anymore though. And I'd be like, Mama, Yama, no. I don't plan to have kids, so that's not it. And Daigo is the only fur baby that I need.
He is.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you come? Daigo.
Let me go find him.
Yeah, maybe he's. Actually, I'm a little concerned now, so I'm gonna also. Hang on. Maybe he's with my roommate. Hang on, let me just.
Okay, sure. We're gonna take a quick break.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's with the roommate.
Nah.
I think he just jumped off. Hey, Daigo, welcome back. I checked on you. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt your nap.
You take so many naps.
Your nap? Aw, here, come here, boy. Huh? Hi. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Okay. He ran away. Oh, he's back. Gosh, you're so fickle.
He's like, I want to play with you, but you gotta come to me.
Hi,
Okay.
buddy. Okay, there he is. Good
Aww.
boy. Good boy, Daigo.
I wish I could show you guys.
Yeah, I wish we could too. I mean, I sometimes miss being an IRL streamer because I'm like, there's so many cute things that Daigo does. I just want to show.
Yeah, you like point the camera down.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe on my old account I'll do IRL streams. No, I won't. No, I won't. Because people know what that account is now. I'd have to start a brand new account if I ever want to be an IRL streamer again.
Yeah.
And Daigo wants his baby naps? Yeah. Choice of words makes me think he somehow read my mind. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but I'm stunned either way. Then I realize it.
Dun dun dun.
They're not normal at all. Even real families would struggle to act as legit as these two do. Plus, they're both participants. This is insane. I'm sorry for waking him up now. I shouldn't have been so concerned. I was like, he's too quiet. It's like strange.
I guess. No, it's okay. He'll get bored
Yeah.
eventually.
These two won't give up, though. They'll be back as soon as numeral 3 is recovered, or maybe even earlier. Yeah, they don't need to wait. And, like, 11's not... Odette's never gonna, like, care.
Yeah.
She'll just do shit on her own, right? That's, like, she don't need no number 3.
I think she has a reason to keep him around. You know, I think there's no reason why.
Yeah. He's useful.
Yeah.
Eliminating us is the only way they can survive. So they have to return. You know, I used to think that E-Lemonade could have been E-Lemonade. Could have been a really E-Lemonade. Could have been a really cool username. Like, I was like, oh, if I ever became an esports pro, I'd be
I'd be pink lemonade.
Aw, that's cute.
Are you perhaps worried about us? You!
Get out of here.
You came here for our information, correct? Why would you bother to worry about us?
I don't know. I just do, I guess. That's right.
She has a soft spot.
She does. She's a tsundere. I'm far from normal myself.
It's not quite the response I expected after all your talk about finding answers.
You really are annoying, aren't you? I assume she keeps him around because he's useful, and she could eliminate him pretty easily. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Not that he's wrong. That's why he's been so calm this entire time. He's never seen me as a threat. Lemonade sounds like a good name for a game development studio. It does. It sounds like a very indie game. I'm gonna make a very pixelated roguelike.
I'm gonna make a roguelite about selling lemonade.
Lemonade stand. Oh my god, have you ever played that lemonade stand game? Lemonade Tycoon?
I feel like I've heard of it before.
Lemonade Tycoon is like the OG of like Lemonade Tycoon. Yeah.
It's like a flash game, right?
Yeah, you like decide how much lemons you want to put into your lemonade. And then you can like have a conglomerate of like lemonade.
Yeah. Classic.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did I read that? That's why he's been so calm this entire time. He's never seen me as a threat.
Are you making fun of him?
Do lemons dream of lemonade? Lemons will eliminate you. No, not quite.
No need to worry about that. I see you went shopping earlier. What did you buy?
Oh, the washer thing got broken thanks to those two, so I went out to get something for it. I am not really sure what it is. The clerk recommended it.
I'll assume you mean the washing machine. What's with the hose?
They said you'd know what to do with it.
What's with your hose? What's with those hoes over there?
Oh, these are my hose.
Oh, these ladies? Well, they said they
Old
met
story.
you before, and they said they're having a sale right now. 50% off. Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. I don't know what they're selling, but
I don't know what they're selling, but they said they knew you.
they said they're highly recommended. I don't know what they're highly recommending.
5 out of 5 on Yelp. Can you imagine Yelp reviews for hookers?
I'm sure there's something like that.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah,
There probably
yeah.
is. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what the world is like now, probably.
Yep.
Yep.
You could have flying cars right now, but nope. There's just
I know.
Yelp
People just
reviews
like
hookers.
increase the supply and demand of the pornography and sex. Like, yeah.
You know what they say? It's like sometimes the newest technologies come out for pornography first.
Yes, VR was like
Yeah.
100% for porn first.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't experience it, but
video's
now I
gonna-
kind of
this
want
video is
to.
gonna get so banned.
This one?
Yeah.
This replay?
This video
Why?
is so banned.
We are not showing anything lewd.
What?
We're just talking.
I feel like doesn't YouTube
think-
have like audio filters or
I
something?
think you have a very misconstrued understanding of what YouTube bans and what it doesn't ban. I'm like not saying any hateful language or like I'm not like trying to incite any kind of terrible things. I'm not
No.
showing any titties on screen. I'm not talking about like I'm not like super graphic about like talking about things that are sexy or not sexy or gory or anything like that.
Fair.
Like these are like the
true.
level of like Game Grumps jokes, and like Game Grumps is one of the bigger YouTubers.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
We could talk about dicks if we wanted to. Neither of us really know anything about dicks, but we could
But
talk
it's something
about
that can't be talked about.
We could talk about it. Like it's like we can make Obama references and stuff like that. Quite got to parties. Summer lesson. Well, I don't know what a summer lesson is. YouTube, I don't know. Look at the old guy's face while he's listening. Very family friendly. See that, Susan? It's family friendly enough because we're not like all of it can be justified to be like, nah, that's not 18 plus.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. See? Can't believe we lost all hope of Coca-Cola sponsorship because of this session. I never had hope for Coca-Cola sponsorship. It's not like I have an OnlyFans or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I don't think Coca-Cola even sponsors. What if they did though? Sponsored a VTuber?
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
They'd probably be Polar Bear VTuber.
Aww.
Yeah, that would be so cute. Wait, don't I know a bear? Kuma. Kuma is a bear VTuber.
Kuma?
Do you remember Kuma? Played Left 4 Dead with Case.
Oh.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Something about helicopters. Yeah. Yo, if only. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
something you want to. What?
If only, like,
Only?
well,
You've been on a helicopter?
No,
Oh.
I was just saying that. I think I said this in an old stream, but like, I was like, if I ever woke up one day and I just like had a dick, first thing I would do is helicopter it around. Coca-Cola, if you're watching this, please sponsor you, but don't sponsor me. I don't want to be sponsored by anyone anymore.
You're right.
I have too many like things where I'm like,
After doing sponsorships or the whole like.
the ARC thing.
Oh my god. Freaking ARC is like.
It's like, oh, you have to.
It was
put
the last. First of all, it was so heavily like sponsored.
Yeah, it was, and like.
I don't think I even got those keys in the end.
I don't even know if I got the benefit out of it. Really, it was just fun to say, like, hashtag ad. Oh, yay, we got sponsored. And it's like, yay, we're like, this game is amazing. But I'm like, I think I'd rather not have to, like, I'd rather just say whatever I want to say.
If I believe in a product, I'll just promote it naturally.
Right,
I don't have to
exactly.
get paid to do it.
Yeah, like Highway Blossoms and like Heart of the Woods and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
we'll
we're
totally
just,
endorse
like,
those.
yeah, we just played them, and then afterwards we became VTubers for them.
I mean, that was kind of a sponsorship.
Yeah,
It feels
not
like.
quite though. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then we stopped, and so now we know. We're just like, we could just appreciate products without sponsoring or getting paid for
That's
them.
why we are indie VTuber.
Yeah, I like being an indie VTuber. Coca Corone, hello Coca-Cola. I have an idea for you.
Aw, Coca
Corone, that'd be cute.
I like that.
Take the money. We all know your real feelings. This stream is sponsored by This Game is Amazing. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't really need to be sponsored.
Nah.
Yeah.
The closest thing to a sponsorship I take is like, here, we'll give you a game key for free. Just play it on stream and tell us what you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I really like that one game. Oh my God, Grid Force.
Grid Force.
Yeah, Grid Force was
that
really
was like
cool.
one example.
Yeah, they gave us the game keys and then asked me for feedback afterwards, and that was fun. And I like feeling like I'm having some kind of, I don't know, influence on the game, like an influencer.
Whoa,
Yeah,
you're
whoa,
a real
whoa.
life influencer.
Yeah, and also Gloomhaven. Like, I will always, like, I love Gloomhaven. So, like, anything that Gloomhaven just wants to give me just for loving their game, sure. I mean, I'm down. You're right, Yuma. The devs of NPG should offer a sponsor you next episode they release. Nah,
God.
it's okay. Yo, I'm so excited for more Grid Force. It's so good. Like, I was actually really
fun.
surprised at
And
how
it was
good
multiplayer.
it was. Yes,
that was so cool.
That's the best part. Yeah, Grid Force was a pleasant surprise, not a peasant surprise. Slurpies. Yeah, like for example, I'll play freaking Ace Attorney and Legend of Dragoon and like love those games. They don't have to like give me a copy of the game to like love their games.
Yeah, exactly. Just play whatever game you want.
Yeah. Yes. Grid Force developer release when? I don't know. Grid Force, if you're listening to this, can you make a Yuma character in the game, please? Thank you. I will play your game on stream as much as you want, as long as I'm in the game.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes, please, thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, lady.
Okay, lady. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. Did you read this already? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said you know what to do with it.
Oh, yeah, the hose.
Oh.
Next to her is a washing machine hose. Damn, that's a clean hose. I recognize the logo on the bag. She must have bought it at one of the nearby supermarkets.
I'm not one to fidget with machines, unfortunately. Just pachinko balls.
What were you gonna do if the washer broke then?
Unfortunately, there's a coin-op laundry close by.
Coin op laundry?
You go there and pay to use their laundry machines.
You said you'd cut down on other expenses for the sake of pachinko. You can't do that.
What'll you do about your pachinko?
I'll just make the money back, whatever.
I really want to say something, but I don't. She might actually believe what he says about it being a battlefield. Oh.
Oh.
Shigetsugu, meanwhile, takes the hose before returning his gaze.
Takes the hose.
Before returning his gaze towards me.
You know how to fix this, don't you?
Ah, that figures. In the back of my mind, I knew I'd end up being asked based on their exchange. I'll replace the hose, but I'm going home after that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Rinka she does have a soft spot for people. I like it. Aw, she fixed their washing machine? I don't even think I could fix a washing machine.
I don't know. Yeah. How does Rinka know how to fix
she's like again, the phrase battlefield is probably a trigger for her. Maybe. Like, she doesn't have any memory of it.
How would she know? Is it like Bucky?
Oh, yeah. Like, what do you mean by that, though?
Like being triggered by it.
Oh, by the number. Like,
yeah.
What was some of the words? Like, speedboat.
Yeah.
Door hinge.
Alphabet.
Soup.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Yeah, no one would say that in that order. When you mentioned Ace Attorney, I still recall that video about that I made from that. Oops. Oh yeah. That's unfortunate. Accidental spoilers are unfortunate.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Ugh, gross. How long has it been since this thing was cleaned? Someone get me a pair of plastic gloves. Man, so much for going straight home. Even their drain's a mess. Mind helping me rinse this?
Oh, okay.
No, not like that. Get the water from the back. God damn it! Jesus! Did anyone else hear that? Did anyone else hear what she was doing?
What do you mean, like, not like this?
Wait, Yuma, you watched the video on Twitter? Oh, no, maybe I didn't see it. I just remember from the raid. And thus I faced my fate of getting a torrent of washing machine water to the face. Oh, where's this? Not only do I get drenched, but the water inside the machine is absolutely filthy. I wish I could exchange this memory for one that I'm missing.
Aww.
At least I changed into my school jersey beforehand. My uniform is safe, but I can't say that's enough to make up for the experience. Honestly, this is probably the worst thing I've gone through since Divine Selection started. Really? Even Alan Scorpion threatening babies and punching your best friend in the glasses?
Yeah, even, what's her face?
Even little girl
dying. Being sacrificed right before your eyes?
Little girl being sacrificed before your eyes.
And you look at this like, yeah, this is the worst
This is
thing
the worst thing ever.
And Sonia's just like looking at you from, I don't know, heaven or whatever. She's like,
yeah. She's like, really, Rinka?
Really?
I thought we were closer than that. Rinka. I don't understand, Rinka. I've only got myself to blame, though. It never would have happened if I wasn't such a pushover.
She is a pushover.
She is a pushover. Naturally, I'm not too keen about using the bath at Shigetsugu's place, so I head to a nearby public bathhouse. She was just walking around all filthy.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Yay! This place is huge.
I can't believe Naomi was right. Oh, she's in sports gear.
Oh,
I like
that's her
sports Rinka.
That's cool. She's cool.
Nothing. Naomi was right?
I don't know what she was right about.
Oh, probably that they determined what gender identification.
Oh.
Nothing. This whole time, she was actually a he. I should have known based on his stride and his outfit, but his outward appearance really and truly made him look like a girl. I guess I've got Miharu to blame for warping my perspective. She carries herself more like a boy, so part of me sees it as normal, despite understanding that she's a rare exception to the norm. Miharu does? Miharu carries herself like a boy?
Oh. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I guess.
I think that's what she's saying.
Ugh. I can only sigh at my own silliness.
Youngsters like you shouldn't be sighing their lives away.
You're to blame for it.
Oh, how frightening.
They both tagged along with me to the bathhouse. I guess I should be thankful that he's a boy. Now he won't end up alone here. Making conversation with him would be a challenge by itself, but I can't hide my fear. Plus, something's odd about how we both suddenly got headaches when we came face to face. It has to be related to our memories. Somehow.
Come along.
Okay.
Boy for now.
Yeah.
He scurries along behind Shigetsugu. Now that I think about it, Shigetsugu hasn't referred to him by name. Maybe to ensure I don't get my hands on his name card, but it's possible that he simply doesn't know it. I'm not quite sure how I reached that conclusion.
I thought it's a whole amnesia thing.
Yeah. But it might explain why I find their relationship so abnormal. Treating someone as family despite not even knowing their name. Miharu uses boku as a pronoun, which is traditionally used by guys. I think that's what she's referring to. Kind of lost in translation.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, yeah. Eep. I guess I'll get some weird looks if I mutter stuff like that to myself here.
Wow, she has protagonist awareness.
Yeah. Treating someone as family. I don't know. I don't think I talk to myself like that. I think I talk to myself when there are other people around me, which is like a really weird thing. It's like I'm always streaming kind of thing.
Yeah. Or I guess I'm like, I'll talk to myself in
You've
my head.
definitely talked to yourself. I've heard you talk to yourself before.
What?
When you're thinking through stuff, you always talk to yourself.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I'm like, what did you say? And you're like, no, nothing. I'm just thinking to myself. I'm like, you're talking. You're saying things out loud.
That's my thought process.
It works. If it works, it works. It's just sometimes I'm like, are you talking to me? No? Okay. Less thinking, more washing.
Wash.
Oh! Should I hide it?
It's
Um,
probably okay. I don't know.
Is it more sus if I hide it?
I guess. I don't know. Is this worse than what we showed in Heart of the Lowlands?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Phew.
It's not like any parts are showing.
No, but there's enough to know. And she's underage, you know what I mean? She's in high school. Let's not. There won't be nothing too explicit. Correct. But let's just go back to just chatting for now. Yeah. Just chatting for now while we read this part, and then we'll come back and get through it.
Yeah.
A sigh pours out of me as I soak in the warm water. This time it's a relaxed one, though. I usually just shower at home, so it's been a while since I've gotten to enjoy a bath like this. It's been even longer since I was last at a bathhouse. I was still in elementary school, so I came with my gran. Gran. I whisper quietly so that the sound of the faucet will drown it out. I still message and talk to her over the phone, but I haven't seen her at all since March. If the Lucky Star bath scene is on YouTube, this is fine. It's okay. She's my one and only family. I can't blame her since she has other relatives, but it's hard not to feel lonely sometimes. Then again, I should be thankful that she's away right now. Otherwise, she'd run the risk of being taken hostage by people like numeral 11. Don't need to worry about Lee being targeted, at least. Not like it can talk.
That's what we thought.
That we might know, yeah. The next time I'll be able to see her is over summer vacation.
What if Leaf is just Parka?
Monster Musume is uncensored on YouTube? What does that mean? What's Monster Musume?
I don't know.
Oh. No, YouTube is sensitive and unfair. Just be safe and hide it. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Next time I'll be able to see her is over summer vacation. I'll be sure to pay her a visit. Summer vacation. Assuming I don't get eliminated, Divine Selection is scheduled to end around then. So I won't ever get to see her again if I'm eliminated.
Aww.
Aw. However, being the sole survivor means I won't be able to see Miharu ever again.
You wouldn't be able to see her ever again, even if you did get eliminated.
Correct. You will still not be able to see Miharu ever again. That is a fate. That is a unfortunate fate of your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Sonia's words came to mind. It's possible to alter fate so it lets us both make it through together. There are still too many unknowns within divine selection, but I feel like I know which answer I should be pursuing. Thinking about Sonia causes my eyes to tear up, but I suck it up and keep them from falling. I need to focus on what I can do right now. YouTube's divine selection is much less fair.
Yeah.
Things didn't go quite as I expected, but I can still make the most of the situation.
Imagine having to like elect another channel for elimination. Based on like
From YouTube's
Yeah.
partnership program.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you have to watch enough of their show to understand what their content plans are.
Yeah. Their regret.
Their real names.
Their real name. Just dox them.
Yeah. You just gotta dox their channel and then they get
Yeah.
canceled.
Oh wow, divine selection with YouTube.
That's the conclusion I've come to. My initial plan was to get my hands on Shigetsuku's and that boy's information, but I can leave that alone for now. I'm pretty sure they don't think poorly of me. In that case, it's possible for me to form an alliance with them. Doing so would put me on level ground against the likes of Alan and Numeral 11. However, I'm not convinced that I have it in me to eliminate these two when the time comes. I feel like I'd struggle with it even now. Is the chat broken or is YouTube literally messing up? Messing up what?
What? Looks fine.
Seems fine to me. I lacked Miharu's determination. I always appreciate when the MC stops for a minute and starts tearing up because they're finally taking in all the emotional shiz they've been through. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely needs time to like think and process it.
Mm-hmm. Even if Sonia had asked me to eliminate her, I highly doubt I would have been able to. Let's think about something more pleasant. Like the fireworks display we all promised to go see, for example. Which happens to take place after divine selection ends.
Wow, such a
Oof.
happy thought. No more happy thoughts.
Yeah. A happy thought. Oh, fireworks are nice. Oh, but it takes place after divine selection. How about Disneyland? Oh, that's where the fireworks are gonna be. It's impossible to influence my thoughts away from divine selection, so I resort to counting the droplets of water as they fall from my hair.
That's a lot of drops of water.
Probably, if she like rings it out. Yeah. Is there a reason you waited for me?
Oh, you can switch it back now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yay.
Not so yabai anymore.
Yay. It's okay now. Doesn't time reset if they don't end it? Time reset.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Both Shigetsugu and the boy are perched on a sofa by the entrance. Does that mean they all just die? If they don't...
That sucks.
Yeah. The boy has fallen asleep with his back against it, though.
This one's rather adamant, you see. Fell asleep before you finished, though. Hardly surprising with that frame. Must be exhausted after fighting two large foreigners.
You could have just left with him.
Come now, he was giddy about being able to speak with someone around his age.
His age?
I guess. Starts
Oh,
12 weeks earlier again, they have to keep trying. Oh, really? Is that one of the rules?
Or did you just spoil something?
I
I don't remember.
I don't remember that being one of the rules. Maybe. Gosh, it's so much plot.
No.
It is not one of the rules. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Keep trying what? I thought it was last one standing?
Keep going.
Yeah, okay. I can only assume
he had no friends before, and now he's being avoided by those in our neighborhood.
Are he and I really close in that age? Or in age? He's not much smaller than me, but his attitude and facial expressions make him seem years younger. I give the boy another look up and down. I honestly find it hard to believe that someone like him could make those two retreat.
Which is understandable. But something similar happened before.
I wait for him to follow up, but he offers a smile instead.
Cryptic old man.
I'd like to go on, but boy, am I thirsty.
Can you give me some of those hoses?
Could you get me some of those? I'm pretty thirsty today.
Oh, like the washing machine one?
No.
Oh, I can go back to the washing machine. You know, it's like,
It's weird why you'd want to drink from the washing machine hose.
Right.
so young. So young.
So naive. Could you get me some coffee milk? I'd hate to wake him up by moving.
Same. I go
it's
all
like-
the time.
yeah.
All the time. Sure. I return after grabbing something for the both of us.
Coffee this late at night?
Yes. Haven't, like, I mean, I've had
You'll
coffee
stay up
super
so late.
They're not worried about that. I don't think they've ever said what happens if there's more than one standing at the end. Maybe they've already gone through it once before and they just forgot. Whoa.
Oops, I only brought enough to pay for the bath. Mind if I pay you back later?
This is intentional, isn't it?
Not at all.
Unimpressed as I am over an old man mooching off someone my age, I'm better off forcing him to keep talking.
It wasn't too long after I'd met him. He'd woken up in the middle of the night, so I took him out for a walk. I had to use the restroom while we were out, and unfortunately a nearby park had one.
The bushes.
After taking
The bushes!
After taking care of business,
Taking care of business.
I returned to find him gone.
Yeah, I can make music out of like most of these words probably. His curiosity had gotten the better of him, leading him to chase a small animal. I don't know about that one.
Oh.
As I wandered around looking for him, 3 young men approached.
Not friendly youngsters. They were the type to prey on an old man. Even I'm aware that I don't look well. They're preying on old men. Even I know I look like a hot piece of ass. But those youngsters. Even I'm aware that I don't look well off, but I doubt they cared. They were satisfied with any target weaker than them.
I like Rinka's face. She's like, uh-huh.
One punched me before demanding I give them my money. Another stood by, bat in hand.
So one, like, there's crimes against like violent crimes against people who are like able-bodied and like strong and can fight back is one thing.
Yeah.
When people beat up old people, oh my god, I get so like mad. I get so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, like I don't know. This like rage is like building up inside me whenever I hear about elderly abuse. I'm like, you fucking respect your elders. I don't know if that's like it's just ingrained in me and like from my head.
I think it's a universal thing.
I'm just like, it's so mad. Like these people, like older people, have already been through enough shit through their whole lives. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Yuma, go on. Sounds like you kung fu these kids. Probably you're right.
One punched me before demanding I give them my money. Another stood by, bat in hand.
It was a very squeaky bat.
That's awful. A squeaky hammer. Oh no. You know what I'm talking about? The
Like in Smash Bros.
Yeah. Wait. Wait, how's that song go? Like, when you get the smashy hammer.
Oh, like the colorful one?
Smash Bros. Hammer song. Is it just this? Wait, it just keeps going?
I think that's It's one of the stage background musics.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, the original Donkey Kong arcade version. Oh, that makes more sense. Nintendo, those fools! DMCA! That's awful.
However, he came back during that. After processing the situation, he asked me a simple question. He asked, "Are these people trying to hurt you?" Part of me regrets saying yes. As soon as I did, he wasted no time in hospitalizing all three.
I am mesmerized as he describes the event in detail. He dodged a bat swing and ripped it from the assailant's hand in one motion, following up with a solid blow to his face. Then his eyes shone, and then it was red for a moment. You know, like how in anime, whenever there's like a person who's like really OP, all of a sudden one of their eyes glows red, and then they move, and there's like
and they get this like
an after image of their eyes. You know what I mean?
And they have like this killer like glint in their
yeah,
eyes.
yeah, and they have like no feeling in their no emotion on their face.
Oh yeah, like their eyes go like blank.
Yeah.
They're all like trans like.
Then he struck the legs of the second one with said bat before smashing them in the face as well. Wow. The one who punched Shigetsugu tried to run, but the boy spun around to build momentum before flinging the bat straight at his head. Whew.
What?
He finished by knocking the final attacker off his feet, jumping on top of him, and strangling him into unconsciousness.
Oh.
Wow.
That's scary.
I didn't even have the chance to make him stop.
There's no doubt Shigetsugu would have experienced far worse had the boy not shown up. They would have beaten him regardless of whether or not he gave them money.
He approached me afterwards and casually suggested we go home. I was gobsmacked, to say the least. Damn, this kid just destroyed those predators. I mean, it's been a while since I've had any action, but you know you had to go that far.
I could have done all that.
I could have done that too. But I wasn't afraid. If anything, I was relieved. I knew I could rely on him not to buckle under the threat of violence.
Gave those youngsters the John Wick treatment. Oh, I love John Wick. So good. Never seen it, right?
Nope.
Okay, well, it might not be your cup of tea. But the fight scenes are accurate. It's one of those kinds of movies where he has a gun, and they count how many bullets, or he counts how many bullets he's used, and it realistically will take the time to reload the gun, and then like if you were to like watch the scenes again and count how many times he shoots, you'll know that like there's 6 guns in the magazine or something like, or say six shots in the magazine or something like that.
That's cool.
It's pretty stylized. It's definitely very stylized. There's like a lot of things that weren't optimal to do in a particular case, nor likely that somebody would naturally react in a way that they did.
But it looks flashier for Hollywood.
It looks flashy for Hollywood, but it's realistic in the sense that, or it's not, they didn't do so many Hollywood effects for like the, you know, like how, I don't know, in I want to say Jungle Cruise, in like, let me try and think. What's another movie? Indiana Jones or something. Let's say Indiana Jones, then like, people are attacking Indiana Jones. I don't know. And then, I haven't seen Indiana Jones in a while, so, but then, like, they're, like, shooting, and they just have unlimited bullets, right?
Yeah.
That's unrealistic. Yeah. They're gonna run out of bullets sometime.
It's less realistic and more, like, consistent, I guess? Or maybe, like, thought out.
Mm-hmm. Yuma would definitely go John Wick if something happens to Daigo. I would destroy the world. I would destroy the world if somebody tried to hurt my dog. Oh yeah, that's the premise of like John Wick. So John Wick he was a former assassin who like meets this woman, and like falls in love with her. She dies of natural causes, but she leaves a dog for him as a present. So or he gets a dog in like her memory or something like that. I can't remember which one of the two it was. And then some people break into his house and hurt the dog. They beat him up and they kill the dog.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he goes apeshit on them. I also would though. Great YouTube video of John Wick 2 shooting scene using realistic silencers. It's painfully obvious how exaggerated the gun scene is. Oh, you mean the part with the... Okay, I know which one you're talking about, with the walking along the like escalator kind of area, right? She left him the dog, yeah, so he was the last connection to her. Mhm.
Aww.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think his body is programmed to fight like that? He goes apeshit for 3 movies? I think he should have probably been satisfied with the 1 movie. I think the 2nd and 3rd movie were just, he kind of felt like doing it. He kind of...
Less motive in those movies.
Silencers are not that silent. I can't imagine any silencer would be that silent, yeah. Daigo, I know. You're offended. You know, you heard the premise and you were like, I can't believe they would do that to any dog.
The poor dog.
No real dogs, like no dogs harmed in the making of John Wick. John Wick or directors were ordered not to kill the dog, but did anyway.
What?
John Wick directors almost had to lose dog murder scene, but fought hard to keep it. 2 things everyone knows about John Wick: he's the assassin you call when you want to take out other master assassins, and hurting his dog is akin to signing your own death warrant. But they didn't actually hurt the real dog. They killed the dog character.
But they almost took out the scene.
Yeah, that would have made way less of a reason. Like, he would be much less empathetic or sympathetic if they did take it out.
I got hurt, now I'm gonna kill everybody.
Or yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why action movie fight scenes are so stylized, sometimes like the Jackie Chan movies? Jackie Chan did all the legit stunts though.
But he did all the stunts himself, and yeah, people overreact sometimes. But a lot of the combat is martial arts, and he's very creative with his.
I love
props.
Jackie Chan movies. Yeah.
It's like comedy action.
It's so good. I kind of want to watch some older ones because Rush Hour is really good, and other movies like that are really good. But some of the ones that he has in hi Daigo, and that he made before Rush Hour were ooh, that was a really intense movie, or really intense fight scene that had to be choreographed and was funny. You don't even need to know how to speak the language or have a really story to understand. Hi Daigo, you're so cute.
Story-wise, they're all pretty typical.
John Wick is weird because he's portrayed as a good guy, but he's a mass murderer even before the dog incident. Yeah, that's true. A lot of acting is reaching to exaggerating anything an actor does in the movie will sell. Is reacting to exaggerating. What?
I get what you're trying to say though. Yeah.
I don't. A lot of acting is reacting. Oh, a lot of acting is reacting to exaggerating anything an actor does in the movie will sell. Will sell. I don't understand the second half of that sentence, but sure. It's weird. Rumble in the Bronx era Jackie Chan. Yeah, most Jackie Chan fight scenes are kind of stylized, but they're so funny in Rush Hour and Spy Next Door. I haven't seen Spy Next Door. Maybe I should watch that.
I haven't either.
Most likely, he has to be aware of his own size and frailty. I can only imagine what fearsome things lay dormant in the moment. In his memories. There's simply no way a child could fight that without proper combat training and experience. I definitely say dormant at the moment way more often than I should. Child soldiers in countries rife with combat come to mind.
Oh.
I'm only aware of what I've seen in the news, but there have been plenty of pictures featuring kids holding weapons and engaging in warfare.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
Mm-hmm. Assuming Shigetsugu's right, then he might be from such a place. That would explain his cause of death, too. Being exposed to fire seems like it'd be common.
Not quite.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I truly believe that this child is kind-hearted by nature, though. He fights not for himself, but from...
I truly believe that this child is kind-hearted by nature, though. He fights not for himself, but for my sake.
We need more Jackie Chan action comedies. No one is making those kinds of kung fu movies anymore. Agree.
Yeah.
Hard agree.
Because everyone's taking themselves too seriously.
Exactly. Yes. I think that there's so much, everybody needs to be the next edgy,
or
meaningful,
yeah.
deep existential crises,
or need to use the best CG.
Yeah.
Be the most visual movie.
Yeah, and all of the extra this I guess a lot of critics though are this movie had no substance. This movie had it's only good if it has a deep story that has, yeah. But really sometimes you just need the Jungle Cruises of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
I
so
like Jungle
fun.
Cruise a lot because it was just popcorn fun.
It was
you know?
really fun. Yeah.
Jackie Chan has serious roles like Dragon Blade and Karate Kid 2010. Karate Kid 2010.
Is that a serious role?
Oh, did he? I didn't watch.
Did he play
that one.
like Mr. Miyagi?
Was he Mr. Miyagi? Ah. Amnesia is weird because it seems like everyone in fiction just somehow defaults to good once they forget. You know stuff about that, Yuma. Is that grounded in reality? I think it's not so much default to good. It's default to neutral, because they become more childlike in that their innocence. Because they don't have a precedent for what to expect, so they don't default to moral good or moral bad. It's learning, and usually is a reflection of the people around them. So if somebody has amnesia and they're like, it's more that they just don't understand. It's like a dog. Like a dog is just like, what?
What do I do here? I don't know.
Not good, just untainted, I guess. Untainted good or untainted bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Either way.
Either way, yeah. So, for example, if you have like, I don't know, somebody who's been, who's lost their memory, and then they get put into a church, they will be like, "Oh, I understand now. Yes, church.
Oh, I will take
God.
from the offering basket.
Yeah, but then if they are I don't understand why you just said that. Why they wouldn't do that? Because they're just like amnesia, and they're just like, oh, you know, like now all the things that these people are teaching me are like, obviously it's the only thing I've ever had exposure to, so that's all I know. But if you take that same kid and put them in a cult, then they'll believe
like,
everything that cult says,
yeah,
because that's all they know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Innocent just overlaps with good a lot. Innocent, okay, but it's not necessarily true. It's just subjective good. Like what somebody who's listening, the kid would seem innocent because they're just reflecting back at you what you've told them. Does that make sense?
Right.
So they would always seem good because you believe your opinions are good.
You're teaching them good things.
You're teaching
And
them what you perceive as
People
good.
usually don't
Yes.
teach kids bad things.
Yeah, but even if you taught them something that is objectively bad, you would still perceive it as good.
Well, in terms of like moral compass, you would teach them things that
Right.
are good in your moral compass.
Yes, in your moral
People
compass.
would never
yeah.
teach something that's bad in their moral compass unless they think it's funny or something.
Right.
But-
So this kid, like clearly beating people up is bad. But like when they come off as appearing good because this guy's moral compass towards this kid is like, oh, you should do good things, right?
The good thing in this case is protecting the old man.
Yeah, protecting the old guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil for the sake of evil. I don't think that people are naturally evil or naturally good. I think they're naturally a blank slate, and then their experiences taint them good or bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the concept of good or bad varies from person to person. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. What I think is good or bad, somebody else might be like, yo, or what I think is good, somebody else might be like, yo, Yuma, that's really shit. You really shouldn't like even just talking about homosexuality and stuff like that. People believe, like some cultures believe that's evil, and we're like, gay is amazing.
Yuri Friday.
Yuri Fridays. We are all very going to hell. Socrates said that what makes evil is ignorance. Interesting. I guess.
I can see where he's coming from, but I don't think that's the whole.
I think that there are some things that are pretty morally dark gray.
Yeah.
Darker gray than light gray.
Yep. Socrates is just a person. He was smart, but he's also just a person.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Right.
Philosophers are just people. They're not gods. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't, like, be all, end all, know all, you know?
Yeah.
They thought about a lot of stuff, but, like, they're still as imperfect as all of us. Good and evil is subjective. Just look at the pineapple pizza debate. I feel like that's such a...
Okay, but pineapple pizza is objectively good.
No. So this is where I'm at with the pineapple on pizza debate. Everybody has different taste buds. There's no good or evil in this case.
Yeah.
Like, my taste buds agree with pineapple on pizza. Your taste buds agree with pineapple on pizza. It just, like, I don't like
My taste buds.
Celery. I fucking
Yeah.
hate celery. And that doesn't mean that celery is evil. It just means that it just means that I don't like celery and somebody else might love celery.
My taste buds don't agree with
Peanuts. Exactly.
And a lot of people
It's
love
objectively
peanut butter.
evil to you because you
'Cause I
can
cannot
die
eat.
from
I
it.
cannot eat.
Mhm. I think as a society we've moved past this argument. Chocolate and pepperoni? No. Celery stole my life. What a sentence. I hate celery. It stole my wife. Truly, okay, here. Is that your way of differentiating him from numerals 3 and 11?
There's no comparison, especially not against people I don't know. I'm simply saying what I believe.
I can't say I know much about him. And yet, for some reason, I can see where she gets is coming from.
Well, we should probably mosey along. Would you be so kind as to carry him back for me? I'd hate to wake him up
I
now.
like how Rinka is just the Aaron girl.
Yeah, he's doing this on purpose. I know he is. You know, my taste buds don't tolerate his fish even though I'm a cat god. Interesting. Are you role-playing right now? A Chaos brought the last Skylander at my local Target. Interesting. Are you role-playing right now?
I think it's more of like supposed to be a joke.
Oh, stuffed crust pizza stole my wallet. Interesting. Are you role-playing right now?
All these dirty role players are
Dirty RPers. And just like Tori, interesting. Are you role playing right now?
Spooky
He sucks. I'm a cat.
Yuma.
Yuma. Interesting. Are you role playing right now?
Welcome to the what?
Welcome to the Iron Lions.
And are these Iron Lions in the room with us
My
right
name
now?
is Yuma Yamado. I am the leader of the Iron Lions. Interesting. Are you role playing right now? Yes. My channel. I get to role play as much as I want.
It's my turn to role play.
And just like that, I ended up carrying the boy home. We're both a similar size, so I need to stop and catch my breath now and again. One thing I've noticed is that he's more built than you'd expect.
He's got muscles.
I feel like this is familiar. There's like something where there's... Oh, have you ever seen Chobits?
Nope.
Okay, well, Chobits is like the AI robot girl, and there's one part where she like goes offline or something like that, and then he carries her, and he's like, she's so heavy because it's like...
I only watched the first episode of Chobits, and it's probably the worst one, huh?
I think, oh god, I was so young when I saw the first episode of Chobits that I watched all of it. I don't remember any of it.
The
I just
first
remember that one
episode
scene.
is like when he turns her on. Literally.
I don't remember.
She's not wearing any clothes.
I
And I'm
see.
like, I don't know what this show's about, but I'm not
It's
about
not
it.
really like, not really my jam.
Uh,
Too hetero.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yuma, if that is your real name, it's time we told you the truth. This is an intervention. What are you talking about?
Dual
The lioness leader refused to believe that she wasn't a lioness leader.
So instead of reflecting on
And
herself,
so
she blamed.
instead of reflecting on herself, she blamed her chat. Ride or die. Numeral 1. Let's rock.
Apologies for making you do this, but my poor back just won't allow it.
Can you just be quiet, please? Can Tori read me a bedtime story? Haven't you done that before? You read like story time
I
things.
did, yeah.
You did.
Well,
Where is that? Is that exist in the world?
We read the
Oh
Three
yeah,
Little Pigs,
the 3 Little Pigs.
where one pig ate their own sibling.
Oh yeah. What's up with those like old time stories? That's messed up. On your birthday. On your birthday?
Was it? I'm pretty sure I did a stream on my birthday. I did it after my birthday though. I'm pretty sure that story time stream was after my birthday.
Ah.
Oh, how intimidating.
Of course, not your real birthday.
Yeah,
Because, yeah.
Shigetsugu. Oh.
Shigetsugu isn't the most pleasant person to deal with, I've gathered. That aside, this kid must be as young as I think, based on how deeply asleep he is. I mean,
based on how deeply asleep he is.
must be as young as I think, based on how deeply asleep he is. I guess because kids just sleep, like wherever. That like.
I
I
Do
guess.
they?
Anyways, I gotta go now. See you guys next stream. Bye, Nyam. Bye, Matcha Village.
Bye.
I remember I was in the courthouse conference room with the lights off, hiding until work was over.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mr. Grimm.
Bye.
Oh.
Mom, why did you have to die?
Your face is a little too happy for that.
Ah.
I hear him mumbling in his sleep. His speech differs a fair bit from how he speaks with Shigetsugu too. I stop dead in my tracks. This might be what I've been looking for.
Is something the matter?
I had to take a break. I move his attention away from me with that answer. It doesn't seem like he's noticed what just happened. I repeat the boy's words in my head as we're walking along. It has to be his regret. I'm going to assume that his amnesia doesn't restrict the contents of his dreams. In the same vein, it's no stretch to say that he's lost his mother at a young age due to where he was raised. Which means his regret shouldn't be too hard to guess. I do my best not to think about it any further, though. I'd best save it for when I get home. Shigetsugu might realize I've obtained numeral 4's regret card if my book starts to glow here.
Oh.
Ideally, I'd want to avoid making them wary of me. I can feel the sweat running down my brow. She's like, don't think about mother, don't think about mother, don't think about mother. Not from my nerves, but it's because I'm exerting myself right after a hot bath. I'll have to take a shower once I'm home and be done with this.
I guess because it is the middle of like summer.
Yeah.
Bedroom's on the second floor. Could you take him up while I put on some tea?
Tea.
Just Gatorade. Think about me, Haru. Think about me, Haru. Think about me, Haru.
Oh god, I'm sweating even more.
Oh god, I'm even sweatier. My regret. I know what my regret is. I never got to have sex with Haru. Jeez.
The boy's like,
fine.
what's sex?
I sigh again from being forced to carry a boy upstairs despite carrying him from the whole way home at 6. Today's been nothing but sighs. Here it is. The bedroom door is half open already, so it's easy to find my destination. I approach the futon and lean down to let him off. He grabs onto my arm.
Mom.
He must be confusing me with the mom appearing in his dream. His tiredness gets the best of him though, and he lets my arm go right after. The strength of his grip was shocking. Guess he is a boy after all.
Excuse me.
Even though he still looks like a girl to me.
Excuse me.
I wonder what my regret would be. I think my regret would be... What would my regret be? Never got to fly to space.
Just become a billionaire.
Oh yeah! Bezos.
His cowboy hat.
Yeah, never got to fly to space. That's my regret. I don't know, something like that. Honestly, I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking it. Just look at that face. On the flip side, I'd probably be pretty nervous right now if you looked both his age and his gender. He must be around 2 or so years younger than me, so even if that were the case, I'd probably be fine. What's that? I noticed a half-open drawer out of the corner of my eye. After I ensure that Shigetsugu isn't coming upstairs, I make my way over to it. Sure, it's a half-open drawer, but it's dark in here. I can't see inside, so I open it nice and slow. I was about to start singing Usher there because there's a song called Nice and Slow, but anyway. I was worried that the noise accompanying it would wake the boy up, but it didn't. I can still barely see inside, even after opening it up, so I light it up with my phone. Photos? I regret saying soup instead of salad. Would you like fries with that? I regret saying no.
Oh, it's the closet door sound.
The closet door sound. Oh, it's just... He's just gonna leave it open.
Yes.
Sure. Photos? Oh yeah, because the
I'll
drawer is
close it
still
when
open.
she
She
closes it.
closes the drawer.
Yeah.
The shelf is full of old photos, easily over 100.
Whoa.
Upon closer inspection, some are relatively new. The contents are mostly the same. Family pictures. Featured in them are an old couple, their grandson, and his parents. The grandfather has to be Shigetsugu.
Not one to miss any details, are you?
Ooh.
My shoulders stiffen in response to the quiet voice from behind me. I knew opening that drawer, making that huge sound would make him come upstairs.
It's like, you know your drawer is really squeaky, right?
His drawer, like,
You sure were taking your time, so I came up to call you down for tea. Come.
All I can do is nod without turning around. Much like this afternoon, he's made tea for me.
Ah.
But unlike then, I take my time drinking it. Too bad that doesn't help make it taste any better. What, you don't like tea?
She's like, this is just warm Gatorade.
Ugh. I'm sorry for looking at those photos without permission.
I'm the one who left it open, so there's no need to apologize. I might as well say you're free to eliminate me too while I'm at it.
What?
There's certainly nothing wrong with an old man like myself getting a few more years out of his life. But truth be told, I'm not concerned about it.
With just that, I understand the meaning behind those photos. That's your regret, isn't it? The family that he held so dear. There are a few pictures of them abroad as well.
If you picture.
He's living alone now, but it's likely that the rest of his family stayed there at some point. Gay tea raid? Gay tea? Tea to raid? An old man like me
has no reason to have hope for the future. That's why I catch myself wishing to go back to those days. A regret rooted neither in the present nor the future, but the past.
His regret is that he doesn't have a time machine to go back to the past.
Parker said that one's regret represents the future, but that's not always the case. Regret is born from something you can't bring yourself to give up on. In that sense, it's logical that wanting to go back to better times can become one's regret. You can't go back to the past, though.
Oh, I'm aware.
Being with him has helped me to overcome my loneliness, though. It brings back...
Oh, that's him.
Being with him has helped me to overcome my loneliness, though. It brings back good memories.
Can you still say that, knowing it won't last?
I believe we see things different. Such a reality doesn't scare me in the slightest.
His tone makes it clear that he has no ulterior motive. His regret is trading that hollow Blastoise when it could be worth millions now. It's true.
That's why he has
I don't think that they'll actually, like, I've been holding on to them for 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to.
for millions.
I don't think they'll be worth that much.
Yeah.
I hope you're not expecting an answer from me.
You must have an idea regarding his regret, yes?
His question takes me by surprise.
I've heard him mumble in his sleep a number of times as well. Those must be the memories that hide deep within his psyche.
You know, when people talk in their sleep, it's never about memories. It's just like, it's usually just the most random thing.
I told you about my secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Iron Chef one. Like, that's not a deep, like, traumatizing
It's like, oh my
memory.
god, you had a secret life on the
An
top
Iron
chef.
Chef,
Iron
yeah.
Chef.
Yeah, wow. Who would have known that Yuma Yamano was on Iron Chef?
And she forgot the secret ingredient.
Oh no, I forgot that.
Go back and watch all 200 episodes of Iron Chef for the one where someone forgets the secret ingredient.
Yeah. August 14th, Yuma realizes she can afford to go to space with Pokemon cards. Wait, really? How much are Pokemon cards worth right now?
How
Let's
much is
see.
space worth?
Like billions. Alakazam Pokemon card worth value. Okay. Pokemon card prices.
Depends
Let's
which
see.
Pokemon or which Alakazam, I guess.
It's just this high shiny one. Wow!
Whoa.
Wow.
That's like
That's like
mint.
mint condition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like still
Unopened.
in the packet. Still inside of the like random.
In the factory.
Mm-hmm. Still in the factory, yes. Let's see.
Your yummy nose.
Your tummy knows what's yummy. Oh, did not receive any bits. I
Noticed your surprise over something as we were walking back. I figured he hadn't noticed.
noticed at the time, but he simply chose to keep quiet. This old man really is a mystery.
Both of our regrets are similar. Both are rooted in the past, never to come to fruition.
That's why you're worried about whether or not he can find happiness after all this is over. Don't tell me that's why you wanted me to carry him.
Heavens no. Even I wouldn't do something that cruel. It was pure coincidence.
He laughs it off, but it doesn't quell my suspicion. What exactly is your goal here? Oh, it's also past midnight. How are you doing?
Yeah, we can go until like the scene. Maybe.
Sure. Nothing's going to come from letting him control the conversation. I'm not sure if he's doing it on purpose or if it's just the kind of person he is, but I'm over it. Are you okay? You didn't really get that many lines today.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I gave you Shigetsugu. That's
Okay.
okay.
Could I ask you to make him some dinner?
You want to repeat that?
How about this? If you do me this favor just once, I'll tell you my cause of death.
You're missing the point here.
All I want is to help him overcome his regret, even if just a little.
Oh.
He pauses briefly before explaining.
Cooking isn't my forte, to say the least. I've only been able to provide him with ready-made meals from convenience stores and supermarkets.
Can't you just try and cook him something then?
My daughter-in-law once said the same thing.
So you did live together at one point then?
Only for a few years after my son's marriage. My wife passed away some time before then, so both of them came to live with me. They left not long before my grandchild was born, though. I haven't seen much of them since.
Aww.
There's a tinge of sadness in his voice as he recalls the past. His regret may have come during the time where they were living together. I've never seen him look so emotional. That's all I needed to confirm that his regret is rooted in those days.
Goodness, we certainly got off topic.
Just like us.
Yay! Tangent!
Yay.
What I'm trying to say is there's no point in it being my cooking.
But that... Wait a minute. I finally catch on to why he's so particular about this. His regret wouldn't happen to be about his mother's cooking, would it?
Whoops.
Light spills forth from my bag the moment I ask.
Wow.
Ah, shit. Damn it! I'm not trying to kill him, I swear! It has to be in response to my having figured out numeral 4's regret. A regret he'll never be able to fulfill. Aww. Shigetsugu casts his eyes over to my bag for a moment, likely having understood what just happened before continuing.
I'm not sure whether he had the opportunity to taste his own mother's cooking or not. But something unexpected happened one day while we were dining out. He was watching the TV there, where one of those everyday shows was airing. One of the characters was the mother of a child around his age. There's a scene involving both of them where the child looked elated while eating his mother's cooking. Quite your run-of-the-mill scene for such shows. But he started to cry as he watched it. He wasn't even sure why, so it must have subconsciously stirred up his forgotten memories. He watched that TV plenty before that, but this was the first time he'd ever had such a reaction. Having realized what was going on, my book began to glow, and thus I obtained his card.
So what? I'm supposed to be a surrogate for his mother? Don't you realize how unreasonable that is?
Mommy Rinka.
Mama Rinka.
Of course I do. That's why I offered up my cause of death in exchange.
His tone turns far more coercive, likely an attempt to pressure me into agreeing. The sudden change is surprising, but I hold my ground and stare him down. It isn't an attempt to hide my surprise or fear. I really am just angry with him. You only have yourself to blame for your regret.
I'm aware of that too.
His painful acknowledgement is followed by him lowering his head. He lowers it so far that his head almost touches the floor.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Donk.
I realize now that treating this like a deal won't work. But please hear me out. It may simply be an attempt to satisfy my own ego. Even so, I'd like you to make something for him.
I need time to think. What's the correct way to respond to this? It's entirely possible that numeral 4 won't be able to fulfill his regret even if he lives through this. Not to mention there's no way my cooking will help him do so. What happens after I do all this? Assuming she gets his cause of death and use it to eliminate him, what would happen after that? Is he even thinking that far ahead?
I want to do anything I can for him.
That statement alone tells me he isn't. At the same time, it tells me just how much he cares. It's the same mindset I had towards Sonia, after all. I'll do it.
Really?
On one condition. It's already late, so I'll make dinner for him tomorrow. But after that, I'm cutting all ties with you both. So don't hold it against me if I eliminate either of you down the line. Make sure to tell him this as well.
Understood. As I've said, I have no intention of going after other participants in the first place.
He closed the door so he wouldn't get in there.
He was about to jump off into
He
it.
was.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, I won't be able to stop him should he decide to eliminate others.
A brief, tense silence follows his claim. He isn't bluffing, that much I can tell. That's fine. Pretty much describes the situation as it stands. I answer without much hesitation. My best option is to lower the chance that I become their target. Granted, I've already settled on agreeing to his proposition before taking that into consideration. His desire hits too close to home for me to refuse.
Hang on.
What's up?
I'm gonna stop Dago from barking.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'll continue reading if that's okay. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps life would have been different had I been able to handle things like this in the past.
He mutters under his breath. He likely intended for me not to hear him. I'm going home. For real this time. I'll be back around 6 p.m. tomorrow. Don't worry about the shopping, I'll handle it.
Very well. It's about time I wake him up too.
Wait, isn't it like the middle of the night? Come on.
Yeah. Wake him up so you can go to bed.
Wake him up so he can go back to bed. Yeah. I watch as he pulls himself up to his feet.
Is something the matter?
You still owe me for the coffee milk. While we're at it, I want money for tomorrow's shopping too. You'll get your change back when I arrive.
Stingy youngsters.
It's common courtesy. I agreed to cook for him, but I certainly won't be preparing a 5-star meal. I'm sure that Shigetsugu will wriggle out of paying me back unless I demand it right now, so there you have it. He eventually gives in and hands me 3 1,000 yen notes. The $30?
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah. After that, I can finally leave. I crash down onto my bed as soon as I arrive. This is Wednesday of that week. Wow,
Yep.
we still have a while to go.
Yeah, we're only like halfway through.
Yeah. Do you want me to continue or
Yeah, we can go through the night.
Sure. Ah, jeez. It's been a while since I last screamed to my pillow. Mama! Miharu would be like, "Are you an idiot?" if you were here. Without thinking, I talked to myself out loud. Not only did I succeed in gathering info about Shigetsugu, but I also met the boy staying with him. I somehow agreed to cook that boy dinner. And I didn't let myself be influenced this time, though. I agreed to do it of my own volition. Dangerous as it may be to get involved with other participants, there's something far more important to figure out. Do I have what it takes to eliminate them after getting this attached? I need to find my answer to that before I obtain all their cards. Whew, time for a shower. Lucky for me, I've already gotten used to putting off the questions I can't answer yet.
And then she showers.
And then she showers. Oh, okay.
Alright, that's a good place
That's
to
a
stop.
good place.
Yeah.
Seivushimashita. Seivushimashita. The night raid continues. Wow, the night raid.
I thought you were just cooking.
All right. Well, we'll leave this happy music in the background. Okay, well, that was fun. I think that we'll definitely continue next week.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know when we'll be streaming next. We might stream tomorrow.
Maybe
Like
we're-
play some Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, we were thinking of doing some raids again.
Yeah, my thumb is starting to feel better, so.
That's good. But if it ever hurts, let me know. Don't wanna
Dang,
make
if
it
we were on
worse.
Twitch, we'd have the perfect raid message. What's the raid message?
I feel like we have so many.
Dakimakuras with dildos.
I was gonna say products for lonely people.
Products for lonely people. That's a good one too. The night raid continues. Oh, that's a lot better than Dakimakura dildos. Oh yes. Our cursed side conversations. Nitori's picking up Daigo right now. Daigo! Yay!
Hi, Daigo.
Hi, buddy boy. You ready to go to sleep, Daigo?
I hope so.
Mhm. Yeah. Arguable? Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. We will maybe stream tomorrow. Do you want to play Paper Mario on Sunday? We haven't played in so long.
Yeah, we haven't.
We haven't. I kind of miss it. But I also feel like I started so many games that I just haven't. I also been wanting to play those simulator games. I want to play House Flipper. That looks fun. Maybe I'll just play that just for fun. Like, not on stream. Yeah.
Maybe like Discord.
Reminded me of the strap-on happy face during Rhythm Heaven.
What?
It's like strap-on? Because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
remember? Because I was like, oh, you gotta put the strap on, like, so that you don't drop the remote. And then you were like, strap on? I was like, yeah. Oh. yeah. I didn't say you gotta put the strap on. That would have been different. That's a different statement. And I wear it. I mean, what? Yeah. Don't clip that. Alrighty, with that said, I think that it's a good time to end this stream. Daigo, do you want to say bye to the people? No? Fine. When I want you to speak, you don't speak.
Bark.
Bark. Oh, yeah? Is she giving you the look, Yuma? What is
Not the look that you're thinking of.
Different look. I don't know how to segue from that. TMI, LMAO. Yeah. that's all. Yeah. Disappointed look. Yeah. Alakazam card prices.
No more raid. I guess.
Pokemon cards take us to space, the raid. Maybe you could get a Daigo 2D object. Yeah, but I wouldn't have any device to, like, capture his face.
There's no dog face.
There's no dog face.
Yeah.
There might be just, like, if I can get him a tiny little microphone, I can do, like, reactive PNGs.
Whenever he barks, but it'll still pick up ours.
It will, yeah. That's the problem, right? So, it would have to be, like,
really, like,
outside?
low sensitivity.
Yeah. Outside with high sensitivity. Or, sorry, low sensitivity.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah. Oh, it's really warm in here. Okay. Cool. And I don't know, maybe I'm just embarrassed, but yes. It's really warm in here. A little bit of both. Cool. Well, I guess we'll just see you all tomorrow then, right? Yeah.
For stream.
Anything else you want to say, Nitori?
Thank you for coming.
Yay! All right, we'll see you next week on Yuri Friday. Bye. Bye. 5 with a duo. Bye.